All right, guys, what's going on? Everybody, everybody, get in here. I'll tell you some stuff that went down right before doing this. First of all, can everyone hear me? I genuinely don't know because the chat isn't like moving. It's like the chat is literally lagged behind, so I'm in the dark here. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. You can? Okay, nice. Guys, I had Streamlabs set to go, and then it just fails to upload. Like it fails to go live with the scheduled live. Um, it failed to load my YouTube settings, whatever the hell that means. So I tried to retry it, didn't work. So Streamlabs says you just have to go live with independent of the scheduled stream. I said I'm not fucking doing that. I literally scheduled the stream, thumbnail, everything. I'm not doing that shit again in 2 seconds. So next stream, I'm just going live because apparently when you schedule a Streamlabs just goes berserk and says we can't load those settings, whatever the fuck. Maybe I just have to schedule it through Streamlabs instead because it can't pick it up from YouTube. And I knew this bullshit was gonna happen, by the way. So yeah, my background music is some ambient stock theme. Dark long ambient track is what I type in on CapCut mobile. So yeah, Zaffy, this is the Zodiac speaking. How's it going, man? How's your multiple decade long vacation been? Yeah, so Streamlabs will I'll what I'm gonna have to do is my theory is I just schedule it through Streamlabs and then hopefully it'll work. It doesn't have to go through loading up YouTube settings from an independently scheduled stream, even though they're integrated. I don't know what the fuck the problem would be. Garbage ass fucking technology. But anyways, um, Micro is just some random homeless guy. Indeed, indeed he is. What are your thoughts on Ryan Gosling being officially cast as Ghost Rider? I mean, fucking finally, I fucking love it. Good. Not a big fan of the director they chose, Mark Levy or whatever, but Ryan Gosling, I think he'll do a good job, and I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited for the movie, and I'm very excited to see them set it up for Midnight Suns as well. I'm about to watch -1 Godzilla and chill. Have a good one, man. It's a very good movie. I heard the Zodiac was the actor who played the professor on Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I've been hearing this theory everywhere. I don't know what it means though. I don't know where it comes from. Zaffy, have you seen the VHS tapes I sent you? I have seen a bit of them. Someone basically took the lore and made an analog horror from it, or is that like directly tied? Is that actually part of the canon, like part of the games? I'm curious. Micro is I think he's late today because he's at a friend's wedding, so he says. So yeah, that's what Micro's at. Hopefully we can get him back in here. Hey Zaffy, did you see Marvel's biggest coming event announced Ghost Rider? Did you see Marvel biggest coming event announced Ghost Rider? Yes. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Finally we get Ghost Rider. Um I'm just not a fan of the director that they chose. That's it. But besides that, like I don't want them to take it in a comedic tone. Like I don't think you should be doing that with Ghost. Even though Ryan Gosling is a very comedic actor, which is why I fear they're actually going to go that. Are you going to watch that new Bunny Scary movie? I don't know which one you're referring to. The people mad at no Damson Idris have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're talking. Like Damson Idris, it's not. I don't mind the guy. I've only seen him in F1, so I can't speak on his acting talent that much. But I know David Johnson is an incredible actor, so he's going to do well. They don't know. They don't know. Like Damson Idris has like the look, I guess, more so than Johnson. But Johnson's. I can't say anything because I haven't seen many of David Idris' role, but Johnson might be the superior actor. They should do serious Ghost Rider and R-rated. Yes, I agree. Doom can't beat Sentry. Well, he definitely won't in Avengers Doomsday, but he can. Damson has Snowfall. That's about it. Okay, I don't think I've seen that. We have Ghost Rider. Unfortunately, we'll never get a Blade, which is sad, man. Kevin Feige had an interview where he said he feels like a loser for not being able to capitalize on Blade. I don't know how difficult it honestly is to write a Blade movie. I don't realize what happened. Thank you for the $2 Connect 200. Avenger Doomsday selling out. Mauler gonna cry. Who's Mauler? Is he one of these? I don't know who that is. Some YouTube essayist. Why was he hoping it wouldn't sell out? Is he like one of these people that didn't want Odyssey to do well, or is he like someone different? Um, but yeah, it is selling out. It's crazy. It's selling out, and it doesn't have any of the IMAX. Like Dune took all the IMAX theaters, right? They have some Infinity Vision bullshit for Doomsday, some random dog shit they created. Like, why is it so hard? Vampires and Black Knights. I know, man. I know. I wish I was in the room when they were writing the script. No one gives a fuck about Blade's daughter. Zappy, do you think Null would make a cameo in Doomsday? No, I think he's making a cameo in either Secret Wars or Spider Man. I don't think he's making a cameo in Spider Man Brand New Day. It'll be the Spider Man, whatever the next Spider Man movie is. Or to be honest, he'll just be the villain of that if Venom's coming through. Zaffy Elm Street is a new. They announced something about Nightmare on Elm Street, right? Like a reboot. I meant the new Buddy movie. It's a 90s kiddie show. Oh, yeah, I made a video on it. Of course, yeah, I'm damn right I'm going to watch that shit. You're damn right. I've always thought Barney was a weirdo. So, yeah. I didn't like Odyssey because it was too unfeeling compared to the book. Okay. Would you like an animated intro? I haven't read, like, I do. The last time I touched the Odyssey is when I studied in school. I'm not going to act like I read that shit, though. So, my experience was different. But Odyssey has problems for sure. Thoughts on Finn Wolfhard as the next DCU Batman? I would put a gun to the temple real quick. You streaming the Michael Myers game release day? No, I'm not streaming that shit release day. I'm not going to get it. I don't have the platform to get it probably, and it's not going to run on my PC. There's no way I'm possibly going to stream that. Zaffy, the Odyssey third act was crazy. Yeah, it was. It was badass. Is the movie Odyssey good? Yes, it is. Final predictions for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. I'm like almost 100% sure. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. Tombstone is the main villain. The main villain. I don't think it's Mr. Negative, man. I just don't think so. I think Tombstone's the main villain. I think Ned will be set up as a villain too. That's my hot take on it because I don't actually know if they're going that route. If I see the new Avengers beating Doctor Doom, I'm done with the MCU. It looks like Doctor Doom is. I saw the leaked trailer, bro. I saw the leaked trailer for the SDC trailer, and I'm gonna be real, man. I might have to make a video taking back some of the things I was saying about it. I was talking shit about Doctor Doom. Ebenezer gonna be up there for top movies of the year. Yeah, hopefully Johnny Depp can get it done. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Depp, dude. He released he when he put out that post. I thought he was in some like real crazy cosmic horror stuff. He had like a teaser post on his Instagram, and then I was like, oh, okay, it's Ebenezer. Never mind. I should have known. Thank you for the two. He's obsessed with putting on makeup. Thank you for the $2 US. Connect 200. DC's in trouble, not MCU. Yeah, it looks like it. But Lanterns and Clayface do look promising, though. New Avengers suck ass. Even Batman whipped their ass. Well, yeah, New Avengers are all useless except for Sentry. That's the thing. They're like a coughing baby that has a random hydrogen bomb waiting. You know, that's like the charm of them. I think it's either Jean Grey or it's not Typhoid Mary. I promise you, it's not Typhoid Mary. If it's remember, this character has a predominant role in Secret Wars and the upcoming movies. They've teased it. That ain't Typhoid Mary. Typhoid Mary does not fit that description. That is Jean Grey. What's up, Zaffy? How you been today? I've been all right. I've been kind of bored today, man. I was actually, guys, I was watching Code Geass. I'm about to finish season 1. I've been taking forever on this. Code Geass is going crazy right now, man. I will make I'm dropping a video this week. Maybe I'm dropping a video soon because I'm finishing this shit right after stream. It's crazy. Clayface will clean BO. Looks so good. It does look good. Trump says he will be the next Napoleon. Yeah, he's also trying to run again, right? Jesus. Have you seen the next Doomsday trailer that was shown? Yeah, I saw it, bro. It actually looks pretty sick, I'll be honest. What are your take on how bring Ghost Rider in MCU and he will fit in the main MCU universe? It's tough because I don't know. I would need to construct a story in my head. I don't know if I can do it now. But Ghost Rider is like it's spiritual hell, heaven type shit. Angels, demons, right? We haven't seen that in the MCU yet, yeah? Doctor Strange came close. Mephisto, obviously, Mephisto's there. But they're not going to include any of that. They'll have to dabble into the magic, I think. The black magic is the Darkhold shit. They're going to have to dabble into that. There's so many to like set up that world, you know? Before they start introducing angels and shit like out of nowhere. Event Horizon deep dive. I think I've done something. Yo, it's not canon. Check out the new VHS I sent you. You need to make a video on it. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna make a video on that, man. Look, guys. I just want to be clear here. Ultimately, I make a video on what I'm interested in, fundamentally. So it's not like the FNF like tapes are cool. I just don't know what I could add to that. Like it's not. I don't think I have enough meaningful theory in my head on FNAF. I'm not that big of a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's to begin with, so I'm not gonna. I can't act like I am, and then pretend while making a video. I don't think you guys would like that. That would be inauthentic. What's one realistic thing you don't want to happen in Doomsday? I do not want Sentry to lose every fight he has. Yeah, I don't want any of the new Avengers to put up a fight against Doctor Doom. In fact, they should all be incinerated within seconds of him seeing them. I don't want Sue Storm. Oh, guys, let me tell you the main thing that I fear is going to happen. Sue Storm is going to appeal to Doctor Doom's sensitive side because Doctor Doom lost his wife, and she's going to help bring him back to the good side. Oh my god, if that happens, I'm gonna be pissed. That's like the big thing because you can't have a character. If Doctor Doom's gonna do irredeemable shit in this, you can't have some Sue Storm. Oh, I know how much you loved your wife and daughter. I am also a wife and I have a son, and I can relate to you. Let me and Doctor Doom's gonna have feelings for it. It's gonna be like a Zoom and Caitlin Snow from the Flash situation. Fuck that. And that's realistic, bro. They do that shit in movies all the time. Just saw the leaked train trailer. Okay. Do you think Wanda will come back? I think she's one of the Latvian fucking princesses as a variant. Imagine Sue Storm defeated Doom and Doomsday. Yeah, if Sue Storm defeats Doom and Doomsday, I'm done. I'm done with Marvel. Thunderbolts sucks so bad. No, I like the movie Thunderbolts. But the team can't do shit besides Sentry. I just want to see Sentry versus Doom go at it, bro. I know, bro. That's like I'm gonna be losing it when that happens. If that's the other thing. If we don't see a Sentry versus Doom actual fight, I'm gonna be pissed. What if Null faces Sentry in Doomsday? It's not happening, guys. Null is not coming to Doomsday. You know, I'm not making a video on this. There's a lot of people theorizing this. I don't think he's coming. I think he'll be teased in Secret Wars. You know what I think is a problem with the Null thing? Venom 3 was shit. And they had Null in it with Andy Serkis. Thank you for the gift, Hunter FG667. Oh, great. Null was in it. I think Marvel's Loki wants to stay away from that. I don't know. He's going to be the next phase, yes. He's going to be the next big Spider-Man villain. And it's going to be a Spider-Man crossover, not an Avengers crossover. Venom 3 was underwhelming as fuck. Well, I never had any expectations going into it because I think most of those movies are shit. Carnage was shit. Let There Be Carnage was shit. The first Venom was okay if we're being very charitable. Thank you for the FG. Thank you for the gift. FG Hunter FGC. Finger for 350 jewels. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Null should be Miles' villain game. I don't think he'll come in, but they might make it like a cameo or something. I think he'll be like in an end credit scene tease. Like someone will mention his name in Secret Wars. That's what I think. What if Avengers Doomsday sucks? Venom Last Dance would be laughing at it. If Avengers Doomsday sucks, Venom Last Dance is going to suck even harder. Venom Last Dance is a piece of shit. Avengers Doomsday will not be mark my words. Avengers Doomsday will not be that level of bad. My friend took me to a VIP show for Venom: The Last Dance, and I was crying. I was crying of boredom. It's one of the most boring fucking clown ass action superhero films I've ever seen. I genuinely don't know how people like that shit. You ever thought about creating your own AI movie and script? No, man. I mean, I have done some AI short film dabbling. I just don't want to. I'm doing my own thing. Okay, I got something coming. I got something on the books. All right. Zappy, you haven't looked into Trench Crusade yet? I have not. I'm sorry, man. I've not yet. I'll say I think you will be interested if you really get into it. Okay, I think I just have to sit down with it and see the whole thing. All I want is a Spawn movie update. I think the only thing we got was a behind the scenes photo, but that's a good update. I thought the suit looked pretty cool from what I saw. Zappy, why was Thor crying? I think Loki shapeshifted into Deadpool. And then Loki died. Thank you for the gift, Hunter FGC. Thank you for these. The stay hydrated jewel for 50 jewels. Thank you. 550 jewels. Damn. Thank you for the $2 Connect 200. Next saga is called Mutant. I predict Apocalypse. Yeah, I think Apocalypse will be there. I will say I'm kind of weary of Apocalypse based on how Fox handled him, and I've been hearing Dwayne Johnson is being casted as Apocalypse. Man, I really don't want to see Apocalypse if that's the case. I'd rather just like I really I'd rather just not see the X-Men if that's gonna happen. Would you like to see Null again? I would, but not this. I don't want to fully CGI Null like they did. I think you can actually do Null well with prosthetics. Christian Bale would have been a great Null, low key. Instead of them fucking him over with Thor: Love and Thunder, where he played Gore, he could have been a great Null with the prosthetics and everything. Andy Serkis is a good voice, but I don't think you need to CGI him. When's the new mask dropping? How about this? I'll do you one better. I'm dropping masks for y'all. The merch is coming out soon. The problem is they keep fucking up the mask that I ordered a sample and paid a lot to see what it looks like, and they don't know what to do. I ordered a black mask with the Coke stripes, but their Coke stripes look a bit weird. So I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to look at it in person. But y'all will be getting a mask soon. That shit better sell out, by the way. They put a contingency on me. They're like, you need to get this amount of pre-orders done so that you don't pay for the manufacturing. Fucking hell. What is your favorite Robert Eggers film? Northman. The Northman, easily. Masks are coming. I got shirts. I got a line of shirts too, by the way. I got a line of shirts too with some of the catchphrases that y'all love and some other stuff. Let's hope YouTube approves it, by the way, because I need to get my store on YouTube's dashboard. Imagine Trump make a cameo in Doomsday. How you feel? I don't even know. I don't know what my emotion would be like. I'd be like, what the hell am I watching? I'm gonna call Micro in a bit. That's where he is. We're at 306 live viewers. 303. Stay, guys. Stay. Zaffy, do you think Avengers Doomsday will be rushed? My thoughts were that going into it. I don't know. Like we'll see. Like, how could it not be? You know? Do you think Kang had potential? He did, but honestly, I think Doctor Doom is a better villain than Kang. I think he's more interesting. I didn't find Kang that interesting, to be honest. Also, Michael Jackson is confirmed to not be guilty. The drawing of the PP wasn't accurate. Okay. I thought the birthmark thing was set in stone for years. But let's see. Thank you for the $2 Coolio Cats. Let's start a riot. The problem with that, Coolio Cats, is some of the people that wanted to be part of the vigilante society that I was starting with some of the higher ups, they were like too unhinged. I have to be careful about who I engage in a riot. You know what I'm saying? You can't let things get out of hand. Zaffy, what if the Zodiac Killer is still alive? There's nothing I could possibly do about that situation. Do you think Sadie Sink is Rogue? No. I think Kaylee Spaney is going to be playing Rogue, and I think Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. She's not Wanda. She's not any of that shit. She's Jean Grey. Zaffy, out of these three, what do you want to be peak more? Doomsday, Beyond the Spider-Verse, the Batman 2. It's my most anticipated movie in the next 5 years, probably. I bet the problem with Batman 2 is it's been extended so long it has to be peak. Anything less than peak will be a failure. Michael Jackson's name was butchered. He made a song about, yes, Palestine. That wasn't allowed to be recorded. Then he got accused of pedophile activity. Indeed. Zaffy, do you think it's dangerous if directors like Barker and Kane get roped into making multiple movies on their franchise, losing magic? I think the Backrooms deserve sequels because you can do different stories in the Backrooms without losing the mystery. With Obsession, you could say it's an anthology too, but I think Curry Barker should be doing like his own type of films. Kane Parsons, I don't really. I have heard that he's working on unrelated Backrooms projects, so there is potential there. I've been watching all the X-Men movies. There's so many. Days of Future Past is the GOAT. Let's just be honest. So, do you think Shang-Chi 2 is going to happen? Yes, I actually do. Because I've heard he has a pretty big role in Doomsday, sizable. Comic Cast just released. God damn it! Comic Cast just released a video that Tom Holland's actually a clone of Ben Reilly. I haven't seen it. Tom is the weakest, bro. He's 5'8", and MJ is taller than him. Let's be real. Toby #1. I think by the end of Brand New Day, he would whoop both Toby and Andrew like at the same time. And I think the MCU is going to make a point of making that happen. And there's not a thing that a fan of Toby Spider-Man can say about it, because the MCU will they'll tell you he's stronger. They'll just say it outright. Objectively, he's stronger. I guarantee you that's what's gonna happen. No, you're dumb. You're just coping, bro. You could already argue Tom is just as strong as those two. You know what I'm saying? Anything else is just like memories. You know what I'm saying? You could already argue. You know that they're gonna make him stronger by the end of Brand New Day. He hasn't even. He's just now getting organic webbing and black eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like Toby's cooked. And Toby's getting killed, by the way, in Doomsday in the opening scene. Apparently, Toby's a bitch. Apparently, in the MCU, they don't want this guy to be strong. He stopped Tom when he was raged. So what? Because Tom didn't want to kill him. Like he's gonna be stronger than Toby by the end of Brand New Day, guys. The MCU is gonna make that a point. He's their Spider-Man. You think they're gonna tell you Andrew Garfield and Toby are stronger than their Spider-Man? He's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. He's just now begun his own personal journey. It's to like logically think about it. Why would the MCU want their Spider-Man to be the weakest? Of course, they're gonna make him the strongest, whether you like it or not. That's what you're not getting. He's gonna die though. Tom Holland, like to Toby, Tom Holland and Toby apparently are gonna die. But Tom Holland is on contract for like I think 3 more Spider-Man movies, so he's not dead. I refuse to believe Toby dies. I honestly think Toby, if he dies, they're gonna bring him back in Secret Wars and just annihilate every single variant that's not part of their immediate MCU to do the reboot. That's what's gonna happen. Do you think they'll still do Far From Home? Just rewatched, overrated? I don't know if you know, but Far From Home was not a liked film. That's a sequel, right? Not the Homecoming. Far From Home is a sequel. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people didn't like Far From Home. The Dark Knight or the Batman? Dark Knight. The Batman, I guess, is a better Batman movie, but that's the only argument anyone could have. Like the Batman, I might make a video comparing the two. Actually, I think it's the time has come. I think the time has come. I've seen 2 people talk shit about the Dark Knight using the Batman, and I'm someone who's very, very excited for I want the Batman 2 to be better than Dark Knight, by the way. No Way Home is overrated, sure. That's a good take. Thank you for the $20. History, odds, and ends. Zafi, I got writer's block with my horror film script about the playground. I'll power through though. It's funny you say that. I just passed my writer's block for the first short film, and now I have it down. We're filming beginning of August in like 2 weeks. So good luck, man. Good luck. What I would say is I don't really know what advice I could give you for writer's block, to be honest. Just simplify everything. Like you might have either you have too many ideas in your head that's stopping you from figuring out the one, or you can't think of ideas. Just simplify everything. Think about the things that interest you most in life. The immediate, like it's a horror film, right? So like what's the immediate fear that not a lot of people have touched on that you see out in society? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll give an example because that's a very vague thing I just said. The cringiness that I feel in certain social situations that get awkward when a lot of people are together and then somebody says something and then it ruins the mood. I turned that idea like I have a story cooking, not the short film, but another story where I've turned that into a horror idea. In regards to like a sports debate gone completely wrong. And then I add a supernatural twist on it. So like it depends on the kind of horror. If you're doing supernatural horror, just like horror that's like more grounded, you can just spin something that happens in an everyday situation. But anyways, you probably have your own story. I don't want to, fuck with that. Zaffy, do you know the Phantom Killer hasn't been caught yet? I did not know that. There's a lot of killers that haven't been caught yet. A lot of you guys have mentioned a lot of these killers to me. I might have to make some videos on my second channel. Zaffy, have you seen the Spider Noir one with Nicolas Cage? I have. I liked it, to be honest. In your opinion, who's got the second best comic performance of all time? We know who's first. I like RDJ as Iron Man, but I feel like RDJ is playing himself, low-key, a little bit. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I'm not really a big fan of. I like. What am I saying? Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is amazing, but is that my favorite comic book? If we're talking about who's the objectively the best, I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Michael Fassbender as Magneto. I think Tom Hiddleston's Loki's also up there. Iron Man. Yeah, it's one of them, to be honest. Those are the top ones. Thank you for the $2 Bear Arms channel. I have a deep feeling Senshi will be super nerfed. He will be nerfed, man. He will be nerfed. I just think the way they're gonna nerf him is he's not gonna have an opportunity to show his real power, unfortunately. Zaffy, respectfully, Spider-Man, The Dark Knight. Fuck no. You're out of your mind. Michael Jackson wasn't circumcised. The kid said it was circumcised, but when they check, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, bro. I honestly can't hold the kid like if the kid saw a birthmark, I think that's enough. I'm not gonna check if the kid knows the circumcised, all that. I don't even know how old he was when he gave the description, by the way. Like a birthmark is pretty big red flag, you know? But I'd have to read it. I'm not gonna take anyone's word for it. I'll have to read into this myself. Gosling will drive again, indeed. I saw the Dark Knight opening day before assigning seating people on I saw the Dark Knight opening day before assigned seating people on wall and floor ended in a standing ovation. People, dude, the Dark Knight experience was different, man. People were around the block in a line. And I remember when Joker slams the dude's head into a pencil, I have never seen a reaction like that from a theater for a superhero movie ever because no one had seen that shit ever. The Dark Knight came very close to getting I think it had a 14A rating. But it came very close to like people were like, this should not be shown to kids. You know, there was controversy around it. But man, that was different, bro. But we don't have event. They don't make shit like that no more, man. Even Nolan doesn't make shit like that no more. I'm waiting. And Disney, Marvel ain't the shit that's gonna do it, in my opinion. It's gotta be the Batman. The Batman 2 has to do it. Batman 2, just do it. It lost to Hurt Locker at the Oscars. Yeah, it's all good. I don't think a superhero film was gonna win anyways. Bro, they're all mid. Calm down. Dark Knight is top tier comic book movie quality. What do you think Andrew Garfield versus Tom Holland, Venom, and Secret Wars? I will fucking love that. I would love that. Zaffy, look into occult symbols in Hollywood. There's official reasons. Oh shit. Okay. 2000 movies are way better than nowadays. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I've rewatched some of the 2000 movies. I think besides the nostalgia factor, there's a lot of problems with 2000 superhero movies. And I'm a big fan, by the way. Big fan. I think people have a bias for shit back then, to be honest. I think there's inroads that creators have made now, but the problem is they everything is turned to slop, so it's really hard to say that. It's really hard to debate it. I think the peak was like end of 2000s to like 2015, 2016-ish. That was like a good that was a grounded period. I mean, that's a long period of time. Don't get me wrong, but still. Now, bro, I'm a Spider-Man 2 fan, but Dark Knight better for sure. Obviously is a better film. I don't know how I love Spider-Man 2, by the way. It's the best Spider-Man film, regardless of what anyone says, but come the fuck on already. Thank you for the $5 Coolio cat. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You know? Like Spider-Man 2 over. If people are gonna say that, I'm not gonna get mad at it. Spider-Man, I actually forgot to put Spider-Man. I mentioned the GOAT superhero films. I said The Dark Knight, I said The Crow, I said Logan, I said Watchmen. I completely forgot about Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is definitely up there. Your screen is blurry. You got to clean it off. Where's your sidekick? Hold on. My sidekick is running fucking late because he doesn't care about you guys. How do you guys feel about that? Hulk, Ang Lee's Hulk is great. 2000s humor was insanely goofy. There was just a lot of cheesiness in those films, you know? Like the problem is now those movies used to be really cheesy but really sincere. Now the problem is movies are not sincere anymore, and people are using humor to make up for the fact that they don't want to get cheesy. You know, like you'll never have a movie like, for example, Lord of the Rings or Spider-Man, and the way the dialogue. No, kids these days cannot watch that shit. I saw a kid, I like a even Micro. He's like, I can't watch Lord of the Rings. It's cringe. Spider-Man 1 was cringe. I like the Andrew Garfield ones better. Like, you know, like this is the sensibility of people nowadays. So sincerity is lost in films. How do you think they will use Hulk in the new Avengers movie? I don't know if Hulk's actually in Doomsday. I don't know what I don't know what they're doing with the Hulk, bro. I think the Hulk is done. I genuinely don't know if they're even prioritizing Hulk. Hellraiser franchise needs saving. Indeed. I think they should leave it alone, to be honest. I saw the last Hellraiser reboot. I wasn't a fan. Zaffy, should King Kong get a reboot movie? No. No. Toby dialogues with Aunt May is so genuine, they don't write scenes like that anymore. Yeah, it's just like people find it really cheesy and cringe, and I can understand to a degree, but there's a stylistic approach that Sam Raimi used in his directing and writing of the. I don't know if he wrote it, but the directing and writing in general. A lot of people these days, if they were to look back at it, they would be like, "Oh, these were good memories, but it's really cheesy to watch now." But dude, there was sincerity in those films. Safi, can I join your group? Um, Safi, Micro is. I don't know, bro. The group is done. Like it's not done, but like it's so hard when you're dealing with schizos. Zaffy Micro is micro, but with plastic surgery since he got the money from Kisreal. Indeed. Thank you for the 25 US dollars, Movie Maniac 7573, the OG. Sup, Zaffy? Out of the new Marvel news, do you believe Ghost Rider should be an R rated project like how Blade was supposed to be? I don't think it's. I think it should be rated R. I don't think it's necessarily needed to make a good Ghost Rider movie to make it R. It needs to be dark, though. The problem is, if it's going to be PG-13, I think Marvel's going to really lean into humor because it'll be like a green light. If they put it as the R rating, they know they have to make it dark. But it's the rating actually matters here a lot. So yeah, fuck it, make it R rated. Fuck them. Imagine seeing Eric Bana's Hulk, Hugh Jackson's Wolverine, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Of course, bro. Listen, let's just be real. We all want to see it. We can talk about nostalgia baiting and fan service all we want. We know everyone wants to see that. Everyone wants it. Everyone's expecting it. They have to give it to us. Thank you for the $5 US. Derek Choi 770. I hope Zendaya saves everyone and beats Doom with the power of friendship. Indeed. Indeed. That would be a very Zendaya thing to do. So guys, take in, by the way, this is generational wealth her and Tom Holland have made this year. They're set for life. They don't have to do a thing forever. The drama, okay, romance film, not the craziest box office, but whatever. The drama, Dune 3, Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is Zendaya. Spider-Man Brand New Day, Odyssey. I don't think she's in Doomsday. She's probably in Doomsday. Let's just be fucking real about it. She's probably making a cameo. Or Secret Wars, right? And I think she was in something else. She was in Euphoria. That's 5 huge projects at least that she's in. She's racking in dough. This is some Zoe Saldana shit. You know, Zoe Saldana has been in like 3 of the highest grossing films of all time. Thank you for the gift, Uncle Earth gift. What does this say? King CS Savage. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to heart this. Will YouTube let me heart this? Yes, it did. It will. Your mask, is it cotton? I don't actually know what the exact fabric is. I don't think it's cotton though. Yep, I've been saying that too. Robert Pattinson and Tom Holland too. Yeah, bro, Tom Holland and Zendaya it's Robert Pattinson's having a hell of a year anyways, but their generational wealth has been made. They don't have to work. Easy, get a One Wish Willow and wish Dr. Doom dropped. Yeah, indeed. Zaffy, Sony was about to make a Null movie. Yeah, I think Marvel wants no part of that bullshit in Venom 3, to be honest with you. Thank you for the gift. I'm trying to figure out who sent that just now. Thank you for the $5 US. The Dirty Kenzo. I believe your Doom using the Void for Battle World sounds spot on. We know you have an amazing stash under that mask. I'm growing a little bit of a beard out. Listen, men, if we can grow a beard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not too shabby, but just grow it. We're Vikings. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I don't know if necessarily he'll be using. I saw a glimpse of Battleworld in that trailer that came out. He might be using Franklin Richards for it too. Maybe the Void is how they escape. Maybe to save the people that are about to be nuked from the timelines getting nuked, everyone gets voided and is sent to hell, basically. Oh shit! Oh my god! I just got a theory about this, guys. Dr. Doom in the newest Avengers trailer says hell answers to me, right? Because Thor says you're going to beg for hell when I'm done with you. Maybe that's a direct reference to the Void. Maybe, hear me out. Maybe Dr. Doom saying that is literally Marvel's way of saying he's going to literally take hell, which is Void, your own personal hell, and use it. Let me write that down before. It's probably not real. It's probably not true, but the Void. Dr. Doom is going to use the Void. Dr. Doom is going to use it. What the fuck? The Void. Fuck. Where'd it go? What the fucking hell? We need Daredevil to save us from this dude. Daredevil's the only one. You know what I'm saying? That's too good an idea for them to use. I know. Fill the void. What do you think about Laverian Witch costume? I think that's Scarlet Witch's variant. Personally, they've been hiding some people, guys. I think Elizabeth Olsen's one of them. Doom fucks for sure. Or he's gonna bring up. He's not bringing up Mephisto's not in this. I would doubt it. Some people have theorized that, like he's referring to the hell thing refers to a connection between him and Mephisto, but he's responding to Thor. You'll beg for hell when I'm done with you. So there must have been a line precursoring that had to do with hell. Maybe it was to do with the Void Sentry being hell. Like maybe the Void. They tried to eat the Void Doom, and Doom escaped because he's like, bro, this is nothing to me. I have seen my wife and child die, and I've come to terms with it, and I'm using that shit. Do you think this is gonna trap me here? I'm cooking all of you motherfuckers. You know that Justin Poirier moment when the officer had the camera and he's it's gonna be bad, man. That's what Doctor Doom is saying to the Avengers. Basically, that's what he's gonna say to the Void. I just want his Deadpool take. What Deadpool take? What Deadpool take? What Thor crying over Deadpool? I think that's Loki shape-shifting as Deadpool. I meant the Void to the TVA sends you to not Sentry's alter ego. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, I mean, yes. I think he'll use Franklin Richards to do that. Yeah. Zaffy, do you think Spider-Man is getting recasted? No. Do not fuck with Tom Holland. He's a piss poor Peter Parker Spider-Man. Absolutely dog shit. I don't agree with that. But I do think he's been hurt by the writing of the movies. Thank you for the $2 Polarizer 372. What do you think about Mao being groomed in Code Geass? It's interesting, huh? It's interesting that green-haired chick took him in, right? She made him she was the first one, or one of them, I think. I don't know how many she's had. She basically had a harem of dudes with the Geass ability, and they lost their minds as a result of them. And she probably fucked them too. She's about to fuck Lelouch. She wants him badly. She probably wanted Mao too, and then she cut him loose. She's 100% a villain. Look at the way she reacted to what just went down with Princess Euphemia, by the way. Cold-blooded. Thank you for the $5 history. Why isn't YouTube showing me the name fully? History Odyssey. You know who you are, man. I hearted it. Schizo Theory Ghost Rider will be a sequel to Drive. You know what, man? Why not? I think Place Beyond the Pines would make a bit more sense because of the motorcycle, but yeah. Fuck it. Why not? Why not, Code Geass as well. I love Code Geass right now. Bro, the ending of season 1 is insane. Batshit insane. My grandma just fell down the stairs. Show her one of my videos. She'll be up in no time. You got to Yuffie. I feel so bad for what went down. I'm not going to say it. For anyone who's, I don't want to spoil it. Did you know Green Arrow has his own absolute universe? No, I did not. What the fuck is Green Arrow up to? Was his island his island that he got put in, Oliver Queen, and was that Diddy Island? Was that Epstein Island? That would be a crazy absolute Batman, huh? Maybe the Joker. Joker is Jeffrey Epstein in the absolute Batman comics. Hey, Zaffy, isn't Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider? This is the worst cast ever because Marvel also wants to reboot the whole Johnny Blaze storyline. It's not the worst cast ever. Everyone's wanted this for the last 4 years. Where have you been? I don't know what you mean by reboot the whole Johnny Blaze storyline. Did you think they're bringing Nicolas Cage back? What do you mean reboot the whole Johnny Blaze storyline? Of course it's a reboot. They're not doing Robbie Reyes. What do you think they're going to do? I don't understand. Like, what do you mean reboot? Of course, it's a new character. It's the MCU's version. They're not going to make Nicolas Cage their main Ghost Rider. The Russo could at least treat Sam character better than his movie, give him some leadership, and prove Steve is the only needed for the movie. I think Anthony Mackie's low-key been getting pissed about that. Because they brought up Chris Evans coming back as Cap, and he's like, no, he ain't Cap. He's the Nomad. Get it right. There's only one Cap. I feel like... But yeah, they haven't done a good job. Brave New World was shit. Brave New World was shit. Who cares about Marvel DC stuff? Warhammer matters more. When is the show coming out? Can you tell me, please? When it happens, let me know then. I'm waiting for that too. I'm waiting for Henry Cavill to deliver us greatness. Zaffy, do you think his version of Clayface could give Batman problems if they ever fight? Yeah. Are you talking about Robert Pattinson's Batman? Robert Pattinson's Batman can't do shit against Clayface. Um, yes, absolutely, 100%. Dude, he broke Captain Flag's spine. But he did get obliterated almost after. So I think like the DCU's Batman could easily wipe the floor with him. But like Robert Pattinson's Batman hasn't faced anything like that. Zaffy, have you seen a Nikki MMA video on Khabib Islam fan fictions on Wattpad? No. Who the hell is that? Islam Khabib fan fictions? I don't think I want to read that. Yo, Brave New World was so boring. Yeah, it just wasn't great. Zaffy, there's a theory that I saw that says Doom wasn't the Fantastic Four post-credit scene, and it was actually Doctor Strange working for Doom. Okay. I personally think it's Doctor Doom, but okay, interesting. We have not seen Doctor Strange yet. I am waiting to see his villain reveal because I think that's what's happening. So I do agree on that. Tama Zaffy, actually, Maggie is a shite Captain America. Like, what are you talking about? We need Chris back. You know I'm right. I think we need Chris back, but not. We don't need another Captain America. I think we shouldn't be having another Cap in general. I think Anthony Mackie should be. To be honest, he hasn't had the opportunity to be a good Cap. I liked him a lot in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but no one's replacing Chris Evans as Cap, unfortunately. So yeah, they totally wasted Red Hulk. They did. Zaffy, let me join your Discord. It said that my phone number was invalid. Okay, do me a favor. Here's what you can do on Discord. Go to Discord, open up a ticket, reach out to my mod, Icy, tag him, and say, this is a problem. Can I get in? Just do that. Do exactly what I just said instead of messaging, say, please help me, bro. I just told you what to do and do it, please. Where's Micro? Micro is taking a sweet time at his friend's wedding right now. I'm gonna call him in a bit. Just do what I said. Go to the Discord and do that, and it'll be. And if it's not settled, I see all the tickets. I'll know. Hey Zaffy, I love you. What's your take on Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider films? I liked parts of the first one. I actually have the first one is actually holds a dear place in my heart. But none of them are that good. Like the second one, I just don't care for personally. Like not at all. The only part about it I liked it was when he sent Mephisto back to hell. That's it. That's it. Thank you for the $5 Coram Parad Z5Z. What do you think Spider-Man gonna be like when he sees Doctor Doom's face? I'm very curious. I don't want them to do some bullshit where they get emotional and be like, you're like a guy who was like my father, and they have like a heart to heart. It's this. I'm afraid about that. I would want to see Tom Holland crash out though, because of that. Let's see. That was a big thing I actually feared with RDJ being cast of this. I don't want it to be. Everyone has to react, right? Like Falcon, Bucky, they all have to Cap. Like what's his name? Like Nomad or whatever they're calling Steve Rogers now. They all need to react when they see the variant of Doctor Doom. But then it'll just be passed off as, oh, it's a variant who looks like the guy we knew, right? But I don't want them to spend too much time on the reaction because I don't want him looking like Tony Stark to be the main thing people take away from his character. That's the biggest problem I had. Zaffy, would Tommy Shelby beef with Trump? Probably. He'd probably cozy up to him and then betray him, I think. Bootleg Splinter Cell movie. I'm zapping it. I'm zapping it. Oh god. When are you doing a video on Nemesis? Just curious. I don't know, bro. I don't have it cataloged yet, but I'll get to him at some point for sure. Bootleg Splinter Cell movie. Have I seen one, or do you want me to make one? I haven't either of those things. Zaffy, what do you think about Disney trying to keep Sadie Sink's character secret despite how obvious it is? To be honest, man, it's so obvious that people are doubting it. People think it's Typhoid Mary or Mayday Parker or some variant of Wanda. I'm like, what the fuck? People are just figuring out any other possibility could be because it's so obvious it's Jean Grey that it's almost too obvious. Maybe they're doing 5D chess, but it's Jean Grey. There's no one else. There was an interview she did where I'm like, it's Jean Grey. I just hope Doom isn't fully defeated in Doomsday or Secret Wars. He'll be defeated in Secret Wars. By the way, this is the mainline Doom that they're going with. This is Doctor Doom because it's confirmed Reed Richards and Sue know him. Like this is their Doom. We're not going to see another Doom after this. The next phase of MCU about to be so ass it might end the genre. No, bro, are you crazy? What about Ghost Rider and Black Panther 3 makes you think it's gonna be ass? I think they need to do away with the multiverse stuff and go right to Midnight Suns. Those are by the way, those were the only announcements besides Nova. Those are very good projects. You need a new Black Panther. Shuri ain't cutting it. You need a Ghost Rider, and you need Nova. That's all positives in my opinion. Now how they handle it is a different matter, but just from the outside looking in, I'm so glad we didn't see like some fucking Captain Marvel 5 or She-Hulk 2 or some bullshit, She-Hulk the movie. Thank you for the $10 Polarized 372. Bro, I have so many questions. I hope we get some vid soon, at least a big one, season 1 vid. What are your thoughts on Rufane, Callan's fan dynamic, how Suzaku turned out? I'm missing shit too, but yeah, season 2 next. This is an answer I could best answer when I'm done season 1 and in season 2. Suzaku is on a warpath now after what happened. This is where I'm at, just so you know. Princess Euphemia, something happened. I'm not going to tell you what, but Gios was used and shit went down. And I'm very surprised Lelouch took the route he did, because I think Lelouch is going down the Death Note path where he's embracing his like full on anti-hero villainy, and Suzaki's on a warpath of hatred. So both their characters have turned for the worse, to be honest, but like for the better for the watching experience. But as humans, they're going down a really dark path. We'll get I'm gonna make a video on Code Geass season 1 because it's fucking great. Do you think Deadpool will be in the next 2 Avengers movies? He's gonna be in Secret Wars, not Doomsday. Apparently, I think he'll make a end credit cameo though. Trump third term, I know, man. It's just what can be said. Sadie Sink is so obvious as Jean Grey that they didn't reveal the new X-Men cast because it would spoil it. Exactly. That's exactly it. It's exactly it. But people still think it's Typhoid Mary. How? Imagine I'm wrong and it is Typhoid Mary. Oh my god. When are you gonna play games on stream again? Soon. I'm staring at my the remnants of my PC. I have to take it to the other room and rebuild it. I just haven't had guys. I'm so busy with other shit that I haven't had time. I hope they don't make him pretentious and woke. Who exactly? What's good, Zaffy? What's good, man? No Blade, I know. It's sad. What does brother have to do? Zaffy, I'm praying for Black Widow to be recasted. Yelena will be bullshit Black Widow and have cringe moments. I like Yelena. I don't know what you're talking about. Dude. Yelena's more interesting to me than her sister was. Scarlett Johansson is Black Widow was so. Yelena could get cringed. I know what you're talking about, though. I actually agree with you, which is why I disagreed with them making her the face of Thunderbolts. But then again, it's either her or Bucky, right? But Bucky is kind of more of a lone wolf than a team player, in my opinion. Anyways, let's see. Let me guess. Blade gonna be in Ghost Rider the movie. I don't think he's gonna be in Ghost Rider. I think he'll be in Midnight Suns. Zaffy, don't move. I'm almost finished. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a better actress to play Black Widow. Well, she's not like the Black Widow. She's just playing Yelena. Who the fuck is screaming outside my house? Zaffy, you still haven't reviewed Scarecrow. I haven't watched it, bro. I haven't watched it. I have not seen it. I'll check it out when I can. I have other priorities right now. I'm going to be honest with you. There's too much other content cataloged. What's up, Zaffy? Excited to see how RDJ plays Doom. Dude, he sounds pretty cool. Funniest character of all time and why? The uncle from Sopranos, who started losing his memory over time. One of the funniest characters. If you know, you know. One of the funniest characters ever. Emily Blunt was originally in the running to be Black Widow. She would have been good. She would have been, she would have been really good. Prime Emily Blunt. Uncle June Jr., yeah, man. Uncle June was a different level, man. Uncle June, when he saw Larry David on the screen, he's like, what the fuck? Why am I there? I've never laughed harder in like watching a show, man. Uncle June just had a funny look to him, too. No, it's the dad from There's Something Wrong With... He was funny, too, some of his reactions to the shit that his son was doing. Zaffy, you must see the dark anime, more darker than Berserk. It's called Devil Man Crybaby. Are you talking about Devil May Cry? You must watch it. Junior was funny as fuck. June was funny, bro. June was so funny. Thank you for the $1. One T1 Erwin in. June was too good. Zappy, are you done with Snow White? If so, how are you doing without it? I'm done for now. It's been tough. I actually think Snow White was part of how I could get through content, streams, and all that stuff with all the stuff going on in life right now. So I'm thinking I might need it back. But whatever. We're gonna stay cold turkey. Zaffy, there's a theory that the Steve Rogers we see in Doomsday could be Loki. Could make sense since the one we see in Endgame uses it. But how would he take? I don't think Loki would Loki be would Loki be worthy of Mjolnir now, or is he powerful enough that it doesn't matter? Do you think we're gonna see Black Suit Spider-Man Secret Wars? I hope to God we do. I sent $1 without letting me type. You can type it in the chat here, man. It's all good. Do you think they will push Black Panther 3 and Ghost Rider 2029? No, I think they'll keep it as is. Because Secret Wars is coming right after Doomsday. They're not having a film in between that. So they're going to keep the... I could see your point, though. If they have to push Secret Wars back, they'd have to push the other two back. So maybe. You're right. Zaffy is African-American, indeed. Devilman Crybaby is very dark, Zaffy. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Sentry cannot be nerfed. I agree. Zaffy, do you think Bucky should become the White Wolf? I'm pretty sure he already became that, but we just didn't see it. Like they called him it. T'Challa called him it. The White Wolf has rested long enough. Now it is war. And then the White Wolf was just Bucky with a new arm. Y'all have a great night. Have a good night, man. Never do a face reveal. Your face will be fed into AI. I agree. Probably already is. Thank you for the $20 Boris Lugos 54 OG mod. Any faith left in Neil Blomkamp, District 9, and quality shows like Zygo with O Studios to mid bad movies and horrible AI shorts with new barley? Yeah, I heard about that. It's tough, man. Some of these directors, there's another one recently who did the AI 1970 series of films too. Some of these directors are dabbling in AI. I just hope it's like a phase of experimentation and he gets onto something. I don't think I've seen a Neil Blomkamp thing in a while though. What's the last thing he did? The last thing I saw of his was Chappie. Has he done something since? I guess Oat Studios technically would be the last thing I saw of him, the Zygote. And the reptilian alien invasion thing with Ripley Scott with Ellen, what's her name, man? Ellen Ripley's actress. Keep forgetting her name. I don't know. Like honestly, probably not. I haven't seen enough of him recently. Like I don't think has he come out with a feature film that's been out that's popular? I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he should go back to. I would love to see another film from him. That's the thing. He did make some genuinely decent sci-fi movies and stuff. So let's see. Yeah, I just hope he doesn't go on the AI train and it ruins his career because he's already lost a lot of faith with the public, in my opinion, after doing that. Thank you for the $20, though, Boris. Thank you for the $2, Josiah E13. She-Hulk is a top 10 MCU project. No. If we're including shows and films, hell no. I don't agree, respectfully. I will say I don't think She-Hulk is as terrible as people make it out to be. I was just personally mad at the Daredevil episode, but to be honest, looking back on it, there's been other things they've done with Disney Plus that I've hated more. I just think it's whatever. I just think it's kind of mid overall. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess. Thank you for the $2, Coolio Cat. Spawn versus Ghost Rider, who wins? I have genuinely no idea how to answer this because they both have had god level forms before. You know what? Let me just Google what the consensus is on this. Spawn versus Ghost Rider. Actually, let me make a poll. People are saying Spawn wins easily, but let's see. Who else is getting ads on this live stream? I don't know what to say about that. Let's do this poll. Who wins? Let's see. I was supposed to do a Doom versus Spawn crossover video with another YouTuber. Never happened, but... All right, let's see what you guys think. Spawn is getting a reboot with Jamie Foxx. Let's see, man. Let's see. I don't know how I feel about Jamie Foxx in that role, but there's certain actors, right? When they get placed in roles, you have to wonder what the tone of the film is going to be. That's the one thing I did have with Ryan Gosling, not because of Ryan Gosling as an actor, but because he's so good at being a humorous comedic actor. People might try to like some of these writers might try to take advantage and be like, he's so good, we just got to give him more jokes. You know, it's just a problem. Neil Blomkamp is on the running for the canceled Alien 5 until the whole, yeah. Yeah, I remember. I made a video about that. His Alien 5 concept, which was questionable. I barely remember Spawn. Do you think we'll get Secret Wars Part 2? I think Kevin Feige confirmed they're not doing two parts. He says that now, right? I low-key think it should be with the amount of characters they have to balance. What do you think of the last UFC event? Main event was so ass. The one this Saturday with Magomed Ankalaev, I didn't watch it, but from all the reactions, MMA guru Luke Thomas, Lucas Tracy, they all said it's one of the worst events of all time. Magomed Ankalaev is just a boring fucking fighter. Unless he gets a knockout over a fighter who's just genuinely nowhere near his level, he will coast and bore you to a decision and doesn't. And even though he's clearly better than his opponent, that's a big problem. That's why I never want to see the guy fight, because the problem is he's actually so good, but he's so fucking pathetic with the way he fights sometimes. Like the guy that he was fighting did nothing. He was a victim. Thank you for the $2 US. Polarized 372. I miss Jennifer Love Hewitt. Dude, Prime Jennifer Love Hewitt is on my hottest female characters of all time list. By the way, people have been asking about it. It gets hard to make those lists when you're watching new stuff constantly, and there's new chicks. Like Landman introduced like probably 3 new chicks that could be on the list, you know? So it's tough. It's still building. Ankalaev literally didn't know he had ticket. Yeah, he didn't know. That's the Ankalaev does. He's so unaware of how dangerous he actually is to these guys. He just fucking does shit. Do you think Sydney Sweeney could ever land a Marvel role? Supergirl, Squirrel Girl. Now we're casting her as this. I don't know why people keep. Is this the only female actress people know? Like, maybe she probably will get casted as a role like that. She's busy promoting bikini brands and shit like that. I don't know. Uncle I literally didn't know. Yeah. I commented on that. Jennifer Love Hewitt in tuxedo, dude. I haven't seen the reboot though or the sequel of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't want to. I know it's kind of late, but what's your thoughts on Masters of the Universe? It's whatever. It's like your blockbuster slop. Jared Leto was actually decent in it though. I have to give him credit. It was fun, I guess. I wasn't bored by it. It's just like whatever. It's just stupid. It's fucking just stupid shit, you know. Indy never as Zatanna thoughts. She'd be good as that. She'd be good as Black Cat. That's a chick you can cast in multiple roles. I don't know why people thought, well, Sydney Sweeney, are you fucking serious with this? Zephy, have you ever considered discussing about Indiana Jones franchise? Would love to hear you talk about it though. Okay, so here's the thing about Indiana Jones. I'm a huge fan of the first 2 movies. Wait, no. I'm a big fan of the first 3. I love Temple of Doom. I'm gonna be honest, chat. As someone who loves cults, shit, I might rewatch it today. I'm a huge Temple of Doom fan. I just love the idea of them going to this fucking satanic, dark Indian like palace and then seeing that shit. Now, when the ritual shit does happen, when they actually stumble upon the ritual, the movie kind of falls off a bit because it loses its aura. It's really fun when they're in the palace and they don't know what's happening, and you see all the animals being given to them, eyeballs and monkey heads and snakes and shit. Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, not bad. There was another actress I was thinking of though. It wasn't Anya Taylor-Joy. I don't want her as Emma Frost. There was somebody else. There are people for Emma Frost. That's a good question. Who would I cast as Emma Frost? Who did I cast her? I don't think I cast her yet as a fan cast. Temple of Doom is my favorite Indiana Jones. I think Last Crusade is probably my favorite. I think maybe it's a better film, but I think Temple of Doom is something I love about Temple of Doom, you know? Yeah, the actress is pretty annoying, but honestly, bro, Indiana Jones was so utterly annoyed by her that it kind of fed into their chemistry a bit. If Indiana Jones wasn't annoyed by her, he did fall for her, I guess. They fall for each other and it was kind of, whatever. But the leaked Doomsday trailer is sick. But dude, I love that shit. Ebenezer trailer, yeah, of course I'm gonna watch Ebenezer. Isn't Wanda part of the comic Doom Saga story? She'll probably will be in City Sweeney as Emma Frost. Isn't Wanda part of comic? She's gonna be his Latvian princess, I think. He's one of his Latvian mages, female sorceresses. What do you call a female wizard? Sorceress, right? Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll take Samara in anything at this point. Vision Quest in 2027. I've heard Wanda Maximoff's arc ends in Vision Quest. She has like a trilogy of arcs. WandaVision was number 1. Multiverse of Madness is number 2. I've heard Vision Quest is number 3. So I don't think we're getting like the Scarlet Witch in Doomsday. We're getting a variant of her. Use Joey King. I don't know how I feel about Joey King either. Jameson Idris should have been the new Black Panther. I think the new guy's a better actor. I just from the little I've seen of both of them. I've only seen the new actor in 2 films. I've seen Jameson Idris in F1. He has the look, but I think the guy they chose is a very good actor. Sydney Sweeney is a Black Cat. You know, that Black Cat is the only superhero related role I could see her in. But even then, I would easily pick Indy over her. If someone was to say, okay, you have a pool of actresses that we've chosen for you. Zendaya, because for some reason they want to cast her in anything. Joey King, Sydney Sweeney, Indy Neverett. It's Indy all the way. She's better than all those fools put together. What the fuck? Damn, I'm tired of Evil Wanda shit. I think they're gonna keep giving us. Zaffy, do you think Storm will be in Black Panther 3? I hope so. I hope so. Do you think we'll see God Emperor Doom? If he absorbs the void and takes his power, like Sentry's Void, which I think he could do with magic, maybe. Maybe. Mikey Madison for Black Cat? No, not bad. I still think I'd prefer Indy, but yeah. Pedro Pascal is Black Cat. Put some respect on David. Yeah, David Johnson is a future, man. He's like, when I saw him in The Long Walk, I was like, oh, this dude's good. And the guy who played the other dude who died, the main character of Long Walk, those two are amazing. I think Indy Neverett is going to be in the MCU's X-Men because I heard she was talking to one of them. Unless they casted Kaylee Spaney as Rogue instead of her, she's casted something else. But what would that be? Is she Mystique? She's not Mystique. She's not Jean Grey. She's not Emma Frost. She's not Mystique. She's not Rogue. Who would she be? Who's another female on the X-Men team? Or is she a villain? I don't know. Cast her as fucking Black Cat and let's get her. Kitty Pryde, maybe? I don't know. That's an odd. I wouldn't. Maybe. Cast her as fucking Black Cat. Sydney Sweeney is Mystique. There's a role that might work for Sydney Sweeney. You know what I'm saying? Kitty Pryde, yeah. Kitty Pryde could be that. Let's see if she gets it, though. I don't know if she will. Zephy, I used to think you and I Don't Know Nothing are the same person because of the same voice, Mascona. I don't know who that is. Is this a copycat or was I copycat of him? How long has he been around? Listen, I'm relatively new on YouTube. I know enough. Oh, this dude. This dude is like me a little bit. He's got his own Reddit. I have yet to create my own Reddit. I don't want to. Interesting. I have to see some of his content. Rogue could be good too. I think they're going to cast Kaylee Spaney as Rogue. I have a feeling. Jubilee? I don't think they're casting Indy as Jubilee. Zaffy, have you ever seen King Arthur? Keira Knightley? Oh, yeah. I really love the actor they cast him. I love Keira. Bro, Prime K Keira Knightley is on the list. She's on the list. Zaffy, what are your predictions of Daredevil Born Again Season 3? For some fucking stupid reason, Wilson Fisk is still going to be a main villain. I think the Hand will play a factor. Elektra's going to be trying to kill Wilson Fisk. Maybe for the Hand. Daredevil's going to stop her. So the first half will be Matt in prison, fighting off prisoners until he gets out. And then he's going to completely become Daredevil. No Matt Murdock anymore. Then it's going to be him just battling it out with a couple of heroes, defenders, and all that. I don't really know. I have to make a full story theory, but yeah, I hope we get Shadowlands. I want Daredevil to be the leader of the Hand, bro. Indy Neverett as Queen Boudica. I kind of hate that Spirit Halloween fit they gave Mystique this time around. What is she wearing? She was wearing her white and blue thing, right? Tenet is top 3 Christopher. Dude, I will be honest. I rewatched Tenet. I don't think it's top 3, but I'm gonna say this. I have a huge appreciation for Tenet on rewatch. I was like, bro, I kept falling asleep during this movie, and now I'm like, dude, this movie's kind of sick, and the music is elite. I think Robert Pattinson really does it for me in that. I really like his role in that. Kingpin versus MCU, Spider-Man don't make sense. The power gap. Well, the Kingpin is tethered to fighting Daredevil, you know? So, yeah, he's not going to be anywhere near as powerful as Spider-Man. Will we see Natalie Portman make a return in future movies? Maybe. I just think she's in a bunch of shows now. I think a lot of actors are doing a bunch of shows now that don't get noticed because there's so many other bigger shows that overshadow them. Zaffe, I would love to see new Hellboy projects. I agree. I wasn't a fan of that last Hellboy movie they came out with. Robert Pattinson's playing Chris Hansen soon. Oh yeah, he's playing Chris Hansen. That'll be interesting. I watched Martyrs. Now I keep coming back to it. I'm cursed. Martyrs is a brutal watch, man. Brutal. Tenet seems like a show off for the CGI twisting reality effect. Okay. Zaffi, I love your videos. It got me interested in movies again. Been watching for a long time. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Tenet trilogy would make a lot. Elektra's death must match comic. The problem is, man, we've had Elektra die twice. Are we going to see Bullseye kill her again? This is the big problem, man. The MCU just honestly, they might have come. In my opinion, they came in and got Daredevil late. Zaffi, did you see the new deep edit I made of you? I have not. I'll check it out though. Link it in the Discord. Indy Neverett wore a Spider-Man t-shirt once in some photos over a month ago. Let's hope she's Black Cat. Colin Farrell was excellent as Bullseye. Oh, dude, I love Colin Farrell's Bullseye. My favorite line of his was such a stupid line. This is what I was saying about early early 2000s movies. Like they're so stupid to the writing choices. Wilson Fisk in that, Michael Clark Duncan, who's a great Wilson Fisk, by the way, he's amazing. He goes to Colin Farrell and he's like, how do you kill a man without fear? Or how do you beat a man of fear? And Colin Farrell's like, by putting the fear in him. And then Wilson Fisk, like he's like, yeah, I like that. As if he said some genius line right there, like some genius tactic. By putting the fear in. Like it's the most obviously stupid statement you could say. It's just such a good. I love that scene, bro. I love those two. They're so over the top and cartoony. I love Colin Farrell's like just going up the elevator like this. Oh man, that's my spirit animal right there. Colin Farrell as Bullseye, shooting the nut into the old woman's mouth to make her choke and die. That's one cold motherfucker right there, man. I like the Dex Bullseye is serious. Like he's actually scary. He's a fun psychopath. Colin Farrell was just this guy could kill anybody, but he was just so funny, man. Let us join you on live stream. The shot where he tries to catch the blade, then it goes right through his hand. Yeah. Yeah. I love his acting when he got shot in the hands with the sniper rifle. And he's like, oh, my hands. Mercy. Like the way he played it is just so fucking funny, man. I don't know why. I just laugh whenever I think of Colin. What a Wilson Bethel is definitive, of course. He's amazing, but Colin Farrell was just such a schizo. He was that guy's a cokehead. I do think Colin Farrell does coke. Like he has some of the. I've seen some of his interviews. Him do this, like he does. Like this, I do this a lot in my videos. That's how you can tell I'm a cokehead. I see Colin Farrell do that, and then he does the thing with his jaw. So if you guys know, you'll see the signs in cokehead. Conor McGregor had this going on for 3 years clean, where he was like, and he would do this with his mouth and smile with his teeth gritted down. Like there's certain things that cokeheads do. When you pick up on it, you'll know. I know a fellow cokehead when I see one. Takes one to know one exactly. Who is your favorite superhero, Zaffi? Daredevil. The guy who's gonna whoop Doctor Doom's ass. I want to make a whole video about that. It's become a huge meme online on Instagram. Dr. Doom waited for Daredevil to be in prison. Elektra movie was unintentionally funny. That movie was so shit. But yeah, I'm a big Elektra stan. That movie was fucking. I can't remember. Because I have a question about Obsession. Why do you think Bear bought 2 more One Wish Willows when he tried to get Ian to reverse his wish? He probably got one for Nikki. He got one for Nikki and Ian, right? Those are the 2. Or he tried to get one for himself. He tried to do one himself, and then he went to Ian, and then Ian broke his, and then he bought another one for Nikki. Did he get another one after that? I don't know. His Penguin is up there with the best. His Penguin's fucking amazing. By the way, someone asked about comic book performances. Colin Farrell's Penguin is up there for sure, and so is Charlie Cox's Daredevil and Dex Bullseye. I completely forgot Charlie Cox's Daredevil. That's such a good performance. Somebody said on my Discord, "Oh, we need to recast Daredevil." I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, we're not doing anything with Daredevil if there's no Charlie Cox or any of these actors. You're not replacing them. You're not going to recast them. Just be done with it. Zeffy, what do you think is playing Bane and Deathstroke? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what they're doing with that thing. I have who would I cast? I'm going for younger people, right? So it would vary. It would vary. I don't know. That's a good question. Charlie Cox is our Daredevil, yes. Who do you think wins in a fight, Doctor Doom or Void Sentry? I think Void probably wins. It depends. If Doctor Doom has prep time, he wins. He wins. Obviously, one on one, I think Sentry would whoop his ass. But Doctor Doom has like so much like sorcery. We need to move on, lol. Well, we probably will. Daredevil's gonna be done soon. We need to move on, lol. Guillermo, your takes are ass, I'll be honest. Should I watch Netflix Daredevil or straight to Disney? Watch Netflix Daredevil, it's better. It's superior. It's superior. It's literally the superior product. Why would you skip? Hellboy in full demon mode versus Sentry. I don't know much about Hellboy, what he can do in his demon mode. Like I don't know if the void would work on him. I don't know how powerful he is. That's a good theory. That's a good battle for sure. I went to the cinema today to see Ghost in the Shell. Did you watch it? Okay, so here's the thing about Ghost in the Shell, guys. I have purposely stayed away from that movie, the original, the animated one, because I had a terrible experience, and I know they're not the same thing. I had a terrible experience with Ghosts in the Shell, Scarlett Johansson. I literally cried. I literally cried watching that because of how bored I was with that film. So I was like, you know what? I will. I will watch Ghost in the Shell animated. Probably the worst Black Panther casting. No, it wasn't. Stop. I feel like Daredevil running season 3 will let's see Charlie Cox as Daredevil because it leads to Doomsday, and after Secret Daredevil, I just want Daredevil and Spider Man to like team up at some point, bro. Just give it to us and just be done with it. I think Bucky and Ant Man dying in Doomsday. Bucky's dead. I do think Bucky's dead. ScarJo sucks. I agree. I'm not a big fan of her. If you read this, I'm disappointed that you did. Sorry, bro. David Johnson is good. Yeah, people don't know. People don't know ball, man. It's okay. Let them. They look at David Johnson like, what? This guy really? Fuck off. Who should direct Blood Meridian? Sorry, Blood Meridian. The guys who made No Country for Old Men, or the guy who made Hell or High Water. Are they the same person? No, they're not. I don't think so. Robert Pattinson's Daredevil could have been a great choice. He looks insane in the comic. He does actually, low key. I even think the guy who plays in his prime, the guy who played Dexter would have been good too, Michael C. Hall. But I think Charlie Cox captures the essence of the character. M'Baku should have been the new Black Panther, not Shuri. That would have been funny. But he's kind of a different mold. He's kind of like a big, just giant dude, motherfucker, right? Who throws people around. Trump thinks he'd be the next Joseph Stalin. Fuck him. He can think whatever he wants. He could get it done though, man. That's the thing. When did TWD get repetitive? What are you referring to? Sorry. I'm happy they went with a relatively unknown actor for Black Panther. My only issue is he isn't playing the original T'Challa. That's fine. I don't think anyone. I think that you're in slippery slopes when you're trying to recast T'Challa. I think they should just pay respects to Chadwick and not recast him. Just have someone else. Unfortunately, what they chose to do after T'Challa died with making Shuri was not. I actually don't mind Wakanda Forever. I like that film, but Shuri's not it. Sam Neill slammed Trump before he died. Based. Indeed. I'm surprised Trump didn't go off on him. You know, there was that one guy that Trump who died, and Trump was like, this guy's pathetic or whatever because he didn't like me. Alexandra Daddario be Rogue. Rogue? You could definitely get. I always thought she'd be good. I don't know about Rogue. Maybe Zatanna. I don't know about Rogue, but she'd be up there. I don't know about Rogue. I don't see it. But you could definitely cast her. I think she's a great actress too, on top of looking hot. Thank you for the €5. Give me Isaac. It's written all over that Spider-Man is going to beat Hulk in Benny Day. Something has to be done to make Hulk a force to be reckoned with, not constantly nerfed. So here's the thing. We live in a world, unfortunately, where Marvel doesn't care about Hulk. And because of the universal rights thing, they don't want to do anything with the Hulk. They're not going to. Until Hulk is fully theirs, they will not care about Hulk and they'll keep fucking. They will destroy Hulk until they can get him. That's the unfortunate part. So I might, you know what, man? If people talk about AI films and all that, I might just make an AI fucking version of the Hulk versus Spider-Man fight and how it actually would have gone down, and then we'll see what Marvel thinks about that. Probably nothing. They won't see it, but still. Thank you for the $2 Polarizer 372. If there's any more content for Sophia Fa, she's so fine. Who is this? For research purposes, of course, nothing else. I have no idea who that is. Sophia Fa. Sophia Fa. Is this some OnlyFans bullshit that you're sending me to right now, man? Oh, the singer? Oh, what the hell is this, bro? Why? Who is this? What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm sorry, Polarizer. You're gonna have to be more specific. Thank you for the. Oh shit, Masonic Boom, the goat once again. Here's what we're gonna do. Before I even respond to this, I'm gonna send a goat. And everyone else send a goat to the chat too. Thank you for the $100, Masonic Boom. Been trying to do the dono this whole time. Just download the latest iOS. I think this is where the problem is. At different studio tonight, you've got another new bunch of people watching for the first time right now. No one else like you on YouTube. Micro loses out tonight. He does lose out tonight. Fuck Micro. I'm gonna call him in a bit actually. But thank you. Yeah, YouTube is being really weird with donos. By the way, if they took a big split, way bigger split than they were supposed to, based on my calculations last time from the last live stream. I don't know what they're doing. That's why I want Streamlabs up as fast as possible, because my PayPal is taking forever to verify because I made a business account on PayPal. My biggest mistake. I should have just done a personal one. Now they're taking days to verify all my business information, which probably they're gonna have some problem with it, knowing them. So I can't have a custom PayPal link on Streamlabs until that's done. So YouTube is taking 30% of my money and probably a bit more. But thank you for the dono, Masonic Boom. Have fun in the new studio. I'm excited to see some of that new music you're coming out with, and I hope you're doing well, Masonic Boom. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to show Micro some of your other stuff. Chili Peen says you can't super chat as well. I'm telling you, bro, YouTube has cooked me. What did the poll say, by the way? Ghost Rider. Okay. Nice. I don't know why YouTube isn't letting certain donos through. When did The Walking Dead get repetitive? Oh, The Walking Dead. I didn't watch past a certain point. Somebody's trying to do rock climbing. I don't know, probably past. I don't know. I haven't seen much of it, so I wouldn't know. They're trying to be take down an honest man, indeed. Stop at season 8 after season 5. Yeah, I would say probably around that. I think after the whole what's his name, man? Negan. After Negan did what he did with the bat, right? In I think it was 2016 that shit went down, right? After that, it just didn't feel the same. Dude, Walking Dead got repetitive of the first episode, yeah. 30% going to Kisrael, indeed. What's your PC specs? Oh, I don't remember them offhand. I'll send them. I've told you them to you guys before. Is Negan still alive? By the way, what are they doing? Are Maggie, Negan, all these people still alive? No, Sophia Falcone. Wait, what's happening with Sophia Falcone? Falcone's a goat. Zaffy, would you fit into the world of the MCU? If Deadpool can fit in there, I'll fit in there. I'll probably play the drug dealer for Deadpool, probably. Zaffy, would Negan be in the Epstein files? I don't know. Maggie and Negan bang. Are you serious? Ain't no way Maggie did that to her boy. You got to be kidding me. I'll be honest, bro. This is what TV shows do this bullshit all the time where they make people so disloyal and snakes, bro. Make a video on if Hulk was real, but as a U.S. government experiment, how it could be stopped if he could, or how it would stop him. Okay. I watched Obsession last night. It was so obvious Bear was a villain. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious, yeah. Let me see. Someone sent a comment about Alex Mears, but I think they deleted it. Thank you for the $2 Polarizer 372. Sophia Falcone. I ran out of space. Listen, Sophia Falcone is a goat. By the way, I haven't seen that actress in a lot of things now. I thought she was supposed to be in Backrooms, but she wasn't. Eh? She's in Black Mirror, I think. One of them. Alex Mayers is still getting crucified every day, bro. Got mobbed by the hate crusade. I actually do feel a bit bad because I don't think he's. I just think he's just. I think he's low key just dumb and doesn't. He doesn't. He's not used to. He's not used to reviewing content that's actually a bit deeper, darker, not for kids. And when he does, now he's getting shit on it. I think people are just. To be honest, I made a video on it, so I can say I'm one of them. People are just like doing it for views because he's getting a lot of views. The Alex Mayers debacle, you know. No one actually cares about this that much, in my opinion. I literally came in to just do my take on it because it would be a fun video to make. But I don't blame the guy. I just think he's daft. Like when it comes to these issues, you know. Cat in the Hat would be a great horror movie, indeed, indeed. Have you seen the photos of videos of Runcorn Bridge where they're filming the early Batman Part 2? Yes, I've seen him on the motorbike, the drifter. I'm telling you guys, I like the new Black Panther casting. I do too. Fantastic Four post-credit scene wasn't Doom Mask, it was Latverian Witch Mask. Okay. Could be fucking Scarlet. I hate MCU, but Loki the boy there. Okay, would Elmo have a great horror movie? All these children, you could spin all these children's TV shows and shit into a horror movie, y'all. All of them. Do you think Ghost Rider will show? No, not in Doomsday or Secret Wars. He'll probably be an end credit scene or something in Secret Wars, though. I don't know how they're doing Secret Wars. You give up on gaming? No. I just have to set up my PC again because we had to move it out of there. And I've been too lazy to do it, to be honest. I've been focusing on short film stuff and all the other stuff I have to do, so yeah. Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider is perfect indeed. There was a movie about telling the people in your dreams you know you're dreaming. Then it's. Is there a movie about telling the people in your dreams you know you're dreaming? Then it'd be. Hey, let me tell you, I'm making something. That's all I'm gonna say. Zaffy, do you think Doctor Doom gets his ass beat? It's gonna be part 2, like Infinity War. He's gonna win. You know when in the new trailer where Reed Richards is screaming, if any of you have seen the leaked trailer, Reed Richards is screaming to Doom, "What did you do? What did you do?" And then Thor's pissed. He's like, "You're going to wish for hell when I'm done for you." I think Doom has literally just annihilated all the timelines and created a battle world. And he's going to beat everyone's ass. I'm surprised they would actually show that in the trailer, the final act of Doomsday. So maybe it's not. It has to be, though. I hope the MCU goes the path of Batman for its reboot. Long-form, well-written storytelling, not endless TV shows or films. One could only hope, man, but it's already done. They already have like 4 projects set. So, but I'm glad they didn't add like a whole 10. You know how they used to do like phase 2 with 15 projects, and this they only announced Ghost Rider, Black Panther 3, and then Kevin Feige mentioned offhand Nova as a feature film. They didn't mention any of the shows yet, though. Do you think Born Again season 3 will be better than last season? I hope so. I really hope so. And I hope it gets like better viewership too, because I don't want it to just end. I think the Toby and Hugh rumors for Doomsday are cope. They're cope for Doomsday. I think for Secret Wars, it's happening. They showed Tobey Maguire in a sizzle reel for the SDCC panel. They're doing that for a reason, right? What's the MCU character that's going to reboot the MCU? I don't think it'll be a specific character. I just think whatever happens in Secret Wars with the timelines will be the reboot of the MCU. So Doctor Doom, basically. I heard Steven Seagal coming back as Fat Man. Good. Nova movie's a good idea. Yeah. Fake background. I thought it was real this whole time. Sorry, bruh. Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe I moved into my room for the streams. Maybe I actually do videos in a different location. I do have a basement after all, with an entire office of computers. Thank you for $5. And Andre Verdi 3000. Zaffy, I don't give 2 shits if RDJ is officially Doom and he's not a variant or there's no twist. Hollywood saw how much money he makes them. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly why they cast him. That and nostalgia baiting, you know? But yes. I just think Mads Mikkelsen should have been Doom. That's perfect. That should have been the end of it. Zaffy, who should play Nova? Somebody mentioned Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell's fine, I guess. I don't know. Let me see. Who should play Nova? Let me get a look at Nova in the comics. Nova Marvel identity secret. Let me just see images of him. I mean, there's a lot of people that come to mind though for Nova. There was one I was thinking of. Not Taron Egerton, no. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. Alex tried to switch it up, make a new perspective to Glenn Powell would be good, I think. Alex tried to switch it up, make a new perspective, and Glenn Powell's it's been overcasted in a bunch of things, so that's me. That's saying something. Alex tried to switch it up, make a new perspective, avoid being the same slapstick vid. Bear is bad. It's not unique for YouTube content purposes. Yeah, it's just like just expect shit to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like I made the Starlight video where I said Starlight's the worst character on The Boys, which I guess you could say is a hot take. I don't even think it is. I think most people agree she's boring. And then Twitter went crazy. That shit went viral on Twitter, not even on YouTube. It went viral on Twitter. One person posted about it, went viral. These are the consequences of posting content. You just have to take it as it comes. Like, dude, the amount of shit I deal with, my Odyssey video that I dropped when I defended Nolan, people went off on me. People hated me for that. I was like, bro, it's not that deep. But it is what it is. It's content. It's whatever. The kid from the He-Man movie. He's good too. I think that actor is actually decent, you know? He is overcasted, but you know, what happened to the Deathstroke and Bane movie project? It's coming. It's coming. Zaffy, do you think MCU will have the balls to show Doom ripping out Thanos' spine? No, I don't think Thanos is in this at all. It would be interesting to see them show a corpse of Thanos underneath Doom's boot. They could do that very easily. What happened to the Deathstroke and Bane project? It's coming. Zaffy, they haven't showed X-Men because of Sadie Sink. Yeah, I think you're right. After Gosling's casting for Ghost Rider was announced, my dream is for Julia Gardner to play Harleen Quinzel. You know what? Isn't Margot Robbie still technically the DCU's Harley Quinn, though? Because Suicide Squad 2021 exists in the DCU, right? Zaffy, do you like Avatar The Last Airbender? I like the animated show, yeah, when I watched it as a kid. Starlighters are unhinged, indeed. Zaffy, do you have favorite character in Avatar The Last Airbender? Is her name Katara? I used to love her as a kid, but I had a crush on her. Okay. Zaffy, make a video on how the Walking Dead comics are much better than the TV show. I don't know much about Walking Dead comics or the TV show because I haven't seen all of it to make that. If anyone made an SCP movie, I think a group of friends who are prisoners in their cells and then contaminant breach starts. Okay. Zaffy, lift the mask just a little. Don't even have to slow the whole chin, just a tip. Listen, man, you can see a bit of it. The scruff. Zaffy, ready or not game is definitely your type. You take down elites and PDF files. Ready or not game. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I might have to play that. Zuko, yeah, definitely. Zuko and Sasuke. I remember I always thought those two were like the same person at one point. They have like similar vibes, you know. Clayface may have Batman, but they were like Sasuke from Naruto. I mean, Clayface may have Batman, but they were doing what Sony did with Madam Web. What do you mean? Ready or Not is sick as fuck. Well, the difference is DCU can still put Batman in. They're just waiting for Robert Pattinson's Batman for some stupid reason. I'll make a video on that, by the way, if Robert Pattinson's Batman should be the DCU's Batman. Zaffy, my theory, Toy Story is connected to Child's Play movie. Okay. That's a good theory. What's good, Zapdog? What's up, man? I'm just here tired, you know, of the day. You know when you're bored? Chat, have you ever had this where when you're actually bored and up to nothing, you actually feel more lethargic and tired in the day? That's what's happening to me. I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. I need to be doing something. Pattinson surprises everybody. They're doing a different Batman in the Clayface movie. Remember Sony gave us bad guys but no Spider-Man? No, they're not doing that. The Clayface movie is a part of the DCU, and it is the same Clayface from Creature Commandos. And that's been confirmed as much. What happened to Vision Quest? It's coming out. I just don't know when, and I don't really care. Let me see. Vision Quest is still happening. It comes out in October. What are your thoughts on One Piece remake anime? I haven't seen either. One Piece is way too long for me. the anime, and I need to watch. I mean, I guess I could watch the show. Is it good? I don't know. Who do you think is the main villain of Batman 2? I don't know anymore, honestly. I think it's good. You know what? I think it's going to be their version of Hush, but I want it to be Court of Owls. I honestly thought it was because they revealed a testing title for it, which indicated a clue to the Court of Owls. Zappy, make a video on how to beat Slender Man. And do you have hair? How much? I have. I'll tell you this: my hair's thinning badly. Court of Owls. I do think it might be time to buzz that shit. Court of Owls could be for third. Court of Owls sounds. I would love Court of Owls. Zaffy, are you excited for Vision Quest? No. Honestly, I don't give a shit about anything that happens with Vision Wanda now. Thank you all for the kind words. Sonic Boom, nice. Zappy, you should make a theory that Toy Story is connected in Child's Play. Indeed. Court of Owls will be for sure. I hope so. Do you like the Sonic movies? I will say this. I saw Sonic 3. I'm gonna be honest. Jim Carrey is amazing. Jim Carrey is so good in that movie. He's so funny. My live action Batman is Gavin Blake. His skits are hilarious. Voice is spot on. Okay. Marvel will put The Rock as Apocalypse. If they do that, I'm so done. Have they learned nothing from Black Adam? This guy poisons every franchise he's a part of. Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber peak. I'll say Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy is terrifying. If you that kind of guy wanting to be your friend constantly is a scary thought. The way he acts, his animated things, you know. Zaffy, would Myth Greek beat Satan? No. No. Zaffy, are you excited for Vision Quest? No. How's your day, Zaffy? Hope you had a good day, man. It's been tough. Huh. Timothy Chalamet is T'Challa Jr. Indeed. If there's any white T'Challa, it's got to be Ryan Gosling. You already know it. There will never be another Jim Carrey. Indeed. Well, some people think he's been cloned, so I don't know, but I don't think he has. What if Thanos invaded in Avengers 1? They'd be fucked. Because Hulk would go down fast. Yeah, they'd all be fucked. Zaffy, who wins, Doctor Doom or Null? Null's got this. Null's got this. Zaffy, would Satan be scary villain in Doom game? He would. What do you think of the new movie Hisham? I don't think I've seen it. What if Null was main villain of Thunderbolts? They'd all die. Sentry would get torn in half. That's why I don't want to see Null Loki. I don't want to see my boy get destroyed. I am honestly surprised Dwayne Johnson was never in the MCU. Yeah, me too. I think they saw the DC shit and were like, yeah, we can't do it. Which is why I'm surprised there's even rumors about him as Apocalypse. I believe Doomsday will make a lot of money because Disney will not make a lot of money because Disney fucked up and didn't get any IMAX screens. You say that, but it's still selling out screens and tickets everywhere without the IMAX screenings, which tells me I don't think Dune 3 box office wise is going to stand a chance against Avengers Doomsday. I think Avengers Doomsday will. People think that it will the Dune will beat it. I don't think so at all. I think people mistake what modern audiences love to see regardless, you know. But they'll both make huge money. Zaffy, who wins? Zaffy True Form or Curious George? Me all day. Doomsday. Doomsday will make $1 billion at least. Yeah, probably. Sentry versus listen. If Odyssey is on track to make $1 billion, of course, Avengers Doomsday is going to make $1 billion. Doomsday is going to get over 200 in the first 3 days. Yeah, easily. Odyssey did 250 in the first weekend or some shit like worldwide. Like Avengers Doomsday is doing more than that. IMAX costs more than standard screens. Zaffy, you beautiful eyes. Thank you. Good evening. Hope you are very well tonight and the next week as well. Thank you. Zodiac Killer or Dexter? Dexter's got him. I think Dexter would have figured him out pretty fast. How OP would a child born between Beast Boy and Raven be? He'd be pretty OP, dude. He'd be a reality warper of the highest order. Minus Zero is going to be sick. I have no doubt about that. Whalefall trailer was sick. Yeah. I've heard that the Whalefall movie will be very different than the trailer. It'll be a lot of flashbacks to him and his father and a lot of him just having downtime in the whale. And the best stuff that we saw of it was in the trailer, but let's see. Let's see, you know. Let's see how it goes. You should make a vid on Blade Runner 2 2099, maybe a pitch theory video. I still have to see the trailer for that. I haven't. The casting's kind of whatever. I don't really care for it, but if fuck it, why not? I'll watch it. I'll watch the trailer. I don't want to see I don't like man. I'll be honest, man. I don't want to see these stories get dragged out into 8 to 10 episode shows. I would really just prefer them to do a movie. But maybe just because I'm more of a movie guy. Doomsday plot literally 4chan endgame plot leak. Doomsday won't reach a billion. The storyline will be like Infinity War. Kevin doesn't have a hold on it more. It's going to reach a billion, dude. It's going to. You guys were saying the same thing about Odyssey. Odyssey's about on track to hit 1.4. I don't think it'll hit 1.4, by the way. I don't think it'll hit that, but Doomsday is going to make a bill. Easy. You know why? It doesn't take very many people to watch. It doesn't take a lot to get people to watch a Avengers movie. Even if Marvel has suffered the last couple of years and lost a lot of their audiences. Rumors of Mel Gibson doing an accurate there's bullshit. It's not happening. Really surprised there hasn't been a medieval fantasy Warhammer movie. I just want to see Henry Cavill's Warhammer. That's it. That's it. Zaffy, when will you play horror on stream? Soon. I'm gonna do Outlast. Who would you cast as live action Beast Boy, Raven, and Trug? Oh, dude, it's too big a question. I would have to think, and we're gonna lose viewers if I do that. I'll make a video. I'll make a video on what I would do for castings for multiple projects. I personally think Court of Owls is more fitting for a third movie. It probably would be. You're right. If that's what they're building up to, then yes, I agree. Jenna Ortega as Raven. Okay. I think Megan Lawless from Obsession would make a perfect Raven. And Michael Johnson's Beast Boy. Interesting. Megan Lawless is pretty cute. I would if I was Hollywood, I would definitely look to cast her in a bunch of things because she's very good too. She has a look that can help. The guy from One Piece live. Damn, Zaffy, are you actually balding when it starts? Also, what's a hint? That's a hint. What's a hint at how old you are? How old I am? Well, I was born late 90s. I think this is no mystery. They're making Ryan Gosling's new Ghost Rider. True or fake? It's true. It was announced at SDCC. They're making a Teen Titans movie. I believe so. I believe that's a plan. We need you directing the Spawn movie. I agree. Tell Hollywood. Imagine if people do podcasts or try to expose stuff. The money men give them finding to make a film stop them from speaking to the public. David just released what? Imagine if people do podcasts or try to expose stuff. The money men give them finding to make a film to stop. They won't do. But the thing is, they won't be given a money. That's not what happens. They'll just fucking get you removed if they really want you to stop, or they'll have a bunch of people shut you down, like what's happening with Peter Thiel's AI journalist thing. If you know, you know. At that point, I'd rather watch Mel Gibson take a dump on film than modern Hollywood. Okay. Sub Zaffy, have you seen the Batman Nightfall trailer? I can't wait, man. Finally, Indy Neverett would be cast as Starfire easily. No, fuck no. Make her Black Cat, man. None of this bullshit. I don't want her in the DC. Zaffy, you should start a group live stream with a couple of us that'll pay you. What is that? I don't know what you mean by that. What does that even mean? A group live stream with a couple of us. Are you talking about like on my own like YouTube membership, a private live stream with people that have paid monthly? Indeed, Black Cat can be cool. I agree. I would like Michael Johnson as Jason Todd. Michael Johnson, low-key, would be a good Robin. He's got that. He's got that vibe, you know. Right now, bro. Yes. I have to start a YouTube membership, man. I just need to know what I'm gonna put on it. You know. I need to give something of value to you guys, and I don't know what that is yet. I don't know if I'm at the state where I can. I don't know anyone who has went to see Odyssey. I know all the people I know went to see Odyssey, bro. It really depends on your circle. If your circle is into like Odyssey or into Nolan, then they'll see it. If they're not, then not. I don't know. Like this, but with a group of us, and we'll help you, brother. How much are you willing to pay, bro? How much are you willing to pay? Zaffy, do you think Jared Leto would be cast as Null if a movie's ever made? Fuck no. And they better not. I'd cast me as Null instead of that fucking dude, man. I don't want to see him again in this bullshit. Christian, just give Christian Bale a wig. Have you seen the Blue Mountain State? If not, you should. I feel like that is. Why does that sound so familiar? Blue Mountains. Oh, never mind. This is not at all what I was thinking of. I have not seen the Blue Mountain State. Jared Leto has been casted in Secret Wars. I'll off myself. To demolish Hollywood, come on, bro. Let us do it together. I don't know. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Thank you for the $50 US. That guy 9088. Hey Zaffy, appreciate the vids. No, I have not seen the Odyssey. I sooner would be dragged Tessie Source through a field of rusty nails and broke glass. Anyway, thank you for videos on our cultural decay. Thank you for the $50. It's a good movie, bro. You're missing out. But if you don't want to watch it, that's up to you. But thank you for the $50 US, my friend. I appreciate you. And I'm glad you are enjoying the videos. God damn it. The Coke. I miss it. Anyways, thank you for the $50. I appreciate it. Zappy, have you heard the original Boys trilogy that got canceled a few years back? No, I've not. Zaffy, have you ever been to Bosnia? I've not. Zaffy, you're the best movie critic YouTuber. Hope you eventually get into the millions of subs. I hope so too, man. I hope so too. I hope so too. Jared Leto was She-Hulk in human form for season 2. Indeed. Heath Ledger was an excellent Joker. I couldn't stand Batman's voice. Where's the trigger? Is Zaffy like Deathstroke or Punisher? Probably more Deathstroke. I'm not as good as either of them in anything, in any tactical way at all. I'm probably honestly more like Punisher because I feel like Deathstroke is a bit too. Deathstroke can utilize like a lot of his brain capacity. He's superhuman. He's probably a better fighter. He's very good with a sword. Yeah. I always thought Angela Bassett was a perfect Storm casting choice. When she was younger, yeah, for sure. Zaffy, would Joker be president? I could see a bunch of people voting for him and just society going to chaos. Zaffy, who do you think would be a good... Oh, dude, I can't breathe. Who do you think would be a good Homelander in their prime? Any actor behind Storm, Anthony Storm? I actually think John Hamm, low-key, even though he's not blonde or dirty blonde, I could see John Hamm doing something like that. Honestly. John Hamm. Matt Smith as Null would be good. Matt Smith is sick, bro. If you guys are watching House of Dragon, him as Daemon Targaryen is peak. He's got the hair and everything. Fuck it. That's a good casting choice right there. I should note that down. What the hell was I responding to? Oh, Homelander. I think the guy who also played the other Reverse Flash, not Tom Cavanaugh, whatever his name is, the guy who played Eobard Thawne, but the other guy, the blonde Eobard Thawne, he looks like Homelander, honestly. Yeah, one of the... I don't know. There's a lot of actors you could actually put, but nothing... Anthony Starr makes it hard to even think about anyone else. Thank you for the $20 US, John Jacob 13. Zaffy, how many times are you going to see Doomsday? Probably once. Because if Disney doesn't have people to going more than 2 times, they won't make money. They make money on how many times you see it and what screen. I genuinely don't think box office money is going to be a problem for Doomsday. People have underestimated Nolan and Marvel. I'm telling you, everyone's in for a rude awakening when you realize that people are still going to watch. But I'm going to only see it once because I need to watch. Maybe I'll see. I'm watching Dune 3 first. I'm going to say that right now. If I had to pick opening day Dune 3 or opening day Doomsday, the one big issue is Doomsday is going to get spoiled for me. Just like Spider-Man Brand New Day is about to be spoiled for me because I'm watching it later than people than opening day. These fucking idiots book tickets days later. I'll watch it once. If it's really good, I might watch it twice, but I only have one group of friends I watch stuff with, so I don't envision myself watching with anyone else. Proved my point. The movie won't make $1 billion. What? Because I'm not watching it more than once? Okay. You'll be proven wrong, just like that other fucking idiot that was on my stream on Sunday was. So far, do you like DCU or DCU movies? There's not enough DCU shit to tell. There's only been one. Right? Creature Commandos, then Superman, then Supergirl. Man of Steel was better than both Supergirl and James Gunn Superman, in my opinion. But I didn't like anything else after that. Snyder's GLA Cup was okay, I guess. Spider-Man isn't making more than Doomsday. Stop it. Maybe Spider-Man Brand New Day is doing well. in some of the trends. I don't think it'll. I do think Doomsday will make more, but it'll be close. We will see if I'm wrong. You are wrong, bro. Why do you guys have you guys not learned your lesson? You guys are just not comporting with reality. You don't understand what people are going to go and watch by now. You think that people are so tired of Marvel that it's not going to make a billion? It's Avengers. Spider-Man will make more than Doomsday. That you might be right about, but both will make a billion. I already know Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to make over a billion. How do you feel about Gambit being played by Channing Tatum? I like Channing Tatum as Gambit, but if they're going to remake X-Men, they need a new Gambit for sure. MCU kind of lost fans. Yeah, but didn't lose enough to not get a billion. Comic Con hyped Doomsday to peak levels. Yeah, I saw the trailer. Once it releases, you got this whole one won't make a billion shit will be thrown out of the water. All it takes is one little glimmer of a cameo of a character that people love. He has no charisma, which is sacrilegious for game. Are you stupid? You think Channing Tatum doesn't have charisma? I completely disagree. And I no, fuck no, do not have Austin Butler as Gambit. Sam Avengers team is ass. Yeah, I don't even know if Sam Avengers team has a lineup. Who's on Sam Avengers besides his Falcon sidekick and Captain Marvel, who's not there? I'm gonna laugh when you're wrong, just like you were laughing when I was wrong about Odyssey. Yeah, no. You're gonna be coping. You're gonna change the goalpost. How much you want to bet? I'm never wrong about these things, bro. I know more about this game than you do. I promise you. Thank you for the $10 Dark Bubble 84. I have a Hulk theory. Seems like he has taken on the personality of each Ninja Turtle throughout each movie. Rage Hulk, Raphael, Smart Hulk, Silly Hulk, Leader Hulk. So are you saying that Hulk is connected to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Or are you saying narratively they just chose to make his personality like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I like that. I like that theory a lot, actually. I don't know what's the end point of this theory. Is it the theory that Hulk is connected to the Mutant Ninja Turtles, like because of DNA or like telepathically, or narratively they just structured it that way, has like a throwback to the Turtles or reference? That's a cocaine theory. I'll be honest. That's a bigger cocaine theory than anything I've that I've come up with. But I like that. I like that. We do need another TMNT movie, guys. I actually like that animated one they came out with, though. Thank you for the $10 Dark Bubble. Talk about Buddy movie. The Buddy movies. I made a video on it. It's great. It's a great trailer. You know what though? It is one of those films where stylistically it could get annoying to watch. That's the one problem I have with films like this. Um, let's see. I have seen a horror children's show before called Mr. Crockett. It was all right. You know, I have a theory for Trump that he's not human but Satan in disguise. Okay, interesting. Interesting. The gamma radiation will connect like yeah, I guess the gamma. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they got hit with like a toxic waste solution, right? That mutated them. Why do you think Sentry will get clapped in Doomsday? Um, it's not that I think he'd get clapped. I just think he would get neutralized by Xavier, and then Doctor Doom would find a way to surpass him and just absorb him. So that's that. That's my opinion. Thank you for the $2. Toy Mention Life. Did you get to film your secret role in Doomsday? You're gonna see it, mate. In fact, I made a guest appearance at Comic Con, SDC Comic 2026. I was in the gray looking Deadpool suit that had Coke all over it. That was Coke. The reason why it looked gray is because of Coke. It was me. Thank you for the $5, Dark Bubble 84. Lazy Hollywood writing. They couldn't come up with a solid base for the Hulk, so they tried everything to see what stuck. Indeed, I agree. The Hulk is Marvel should just kill the Hulk off, in my opinion. I made a video on it, to be honest. So like last year, I think Marvel should kill the Hulk off dead. Have you ever seen the Primeval show with Abby Maitland, played by Hannah Spirit? I actually have seen a couple episodes with that. I actually like that. So if you talk about the underlying message of the new Kevin Hart movie that pretty much says the quiet parts out loud. Wait, what? I don't know which movie that is. Did Kevin Hart come out with the movie recently? I don't know what Kevin Hart's been doing in the last couple of years. Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel pretty good. In your opinion, as long as they don't make it into a full-on comedy, that's the only. And Mark Levy could do that. Leatherface versus Hush. Who wins, Zaffy? Hush has got this. Zaffy, watch myself for We're a Robot. Let me see this. Oh, is this some kind of horror analog horror shit? Dude, analog horror is popping off, man. But analog horror is not my type of movie making. That's the thing. Like if I was to make something, you know, Zaffy, if you were able to change one scene from Endgame, what would you change? The whole the feminism, female empowerment scene was so cringe. I would change that completely. I would have if all those ladies were walking, I would have Thanos like buzz through them. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, why would Thanos wait around for them to do that? It makes no sense, that scene. Whatever. It's Smart Hulk becoming Savage Hulk and getting a rematch with Thanos would be the number one. Yeah, I agree with that. Did you ever watch Primate? The one with I did watch Primate. Brutal fucking brutal shit right there. Creeper versus Meghan Markle. Creeper versus Meghan Markle. I don't think Meghan would survive that one. Femme fatale. Take it out. Yeah, but honestly, the Hulk is the bigger deal to me, personally. Thank you for the $2 Thoughts on it? I like Namor. I like Namor a lot. Thank you for the $2 Polarized 372. Skynet versus Cybermen from Doctor Who. Which is worse? I don't remember the Cybermen from Doctor Who. The only thing I remember from Doctor Who are the Weeping Angels, which are sick. Megan Fox would be great cast for She-Hulk. Okay. MCU robbed Hulk of all of his aura. I know. The Hulk is 100% getting slept by Spider-Man with Shocker's glove. I know, man. I know. Where the fuck did Shocker even come from? The Hulk is 100% getting slept. Yeah. Megan Fox would be your 3 favorite actors for your dream blunt roto. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Imagine a weeping angel in the back rooms. Oh God. But honestly, though, because you get to run around a bit, it's not as bad. Honestly, I still think the bacteria creatures are the worst things that you can come across in there. The thing in the Backrooms movie, to be honest, the more I think about it, the less scary it is. Even though that's a pretty terrifying thing to look at first glance, it's very easy to destroy that thing. Weeping angels are fast, to be clear, but the bacteria creatures are just like weird, you know. Zaffy Freaky Nikki versus Riddler. I think the Riddler strikes me as someone who doesn't he doesn't he needs a woman's touch like me, you know. So I think if she was to be obsessed with him, I think the Riddler would kind of low-key lose his mind. He'd be trying to destroy like Gotham, and then she would come in and cry about him dirtying his mask or some bullshit like that, and saying, "Why don't you love me?" and all this shit. He'd be like, "Yo, fuck off." He'd probably shoot her in the head. Did you ever watch Primate, the one with monkeys? Yes, I did. It's good. It's not good. It's not. It's a whatever. It's a whatever movie, but the monkey in it is pretty brutal. Which Superman comic storyline do you want to see being adapted? Fuck. There was actually this shouldn't be adapted, but there was this one where he was dying of kryptonite poisoning or something, or aging. Do you guys remember this? Thank you for the Australian $5. Imperator 888. Zaffy, best cast for Storm is James Lawson. Who is James Lawson? Oh, this chick from Sinners. She'd be good. She'd be good. She's pretty cute too. 28 now, but will be older at the time of casting. Perfect look and personality. She'd be good. I agree. That's a good casting right there. That's a good casting. That and the Matt Smith as Null have been 2 of the most solid castings I've seen. Do you think the MCU and DCU will eventually have a? Thank you for the 5, by the way. Do you think the MCU and DCU will eventually have a crossover? I think when both studios run out of Batman movies and Avengers movies, they will do that. Honestly, probably. I need to be there to write it. I could. I would do the perfect MCU DC crossover, bro. Please, please, let me have taken over Hollywood by that point. We have time. We have time. Zaffy, wish me luck on my soccer tries. Good luck, man. Good luck. I hope you do well. Soccer is a booming sport, you know. My top 10 Avengers, Infinity War, Civil War, Black Panther, Endgame, Shang-Chi, Captain America, First Avenger, Thunderbolts, Homecoming, Age of Ultron. Damn. That's a that's a hot take list in my opinion. I mean, I agree with Civil War and Infinity War. Avengers 1. You don't have Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 there? You have Cap 1 there. Homecoming, Age of Ultron. Interesting. Most shit movie of 2026, a scary movie? Oh, by far. That and Moana. Do you think Red Hulk should come back? Yeah, but I just don't see what they're going to do with him. They nerfed Bucky so hard, stripped him of all of his aura. They did. But what can he do against Sentry, really? Safi, there's a 2 fan made videos on DC vs. Marvel YouTube by Mighty Raccoon. I did see that. I really like my Mighty Raccoon's videos on that. They're sick. Sick. Avengers 1 was milk toast. Watched Backrooms the other night. Thought it would be bored, but it was great. It's a very fun movie. Trailer should have hit people off. It'd be awful. World War Hulk comics is good. Zaffy, would Satan be great villain for God of War? It depends on what the like. Maybe not for this current mythology that they're going for. It'd be random to throw them into Norse, right? Because they're still in Norse. I honestly want them to go. But I love the Greek. I love the Greek mythos stuff. But let's see. Zaffy, I just got 2,500 from Neon's official channel on a gambling site, but now it's asking $90 to deposit verification. Could it be a scam because Neon is one of the biggest streamers? Okay, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have any experience with this. If there's gambling sites involved and they're asking for money, I ain't trying to fuck with that. I ain't trying to fuck with that at all. All I'm gonna say is Neon scamming you hard, or you entered into a scam somehow by accident. I don't fuck with anything these streamers put out, by the way, when there's anything gambling related. I'm just gonna say that. So don't ask me. I'm not depositing my money into anything that says we need money for especially $90. The fuck? Sometimes banks, right? Here's the only time I've heard about anything like this. Sometimes banks, when they need, like for YouTube, it needed to connect to my bank. So it asked, it had to do it did a 10 or a $5 deposit into my bank to verify if my bank details were correct to transfer the money from YouTube. So this shit sounds suspect to me. Thank you for the sticker or the gift. John Fresno, 494. I appreciate you, buddy. Give us 90. We give you 2,500. One of my friends has been scammed by something exactly like this. Not gambling, but he had to deposit money into this platform so he could get his money that he earned back. It was a fucking scam. You need to do better. You need to do better. So if you saw a random superpower syringe, would you immediately take it? Yeah. Even though it would probably be the worst superpower ever. Sent ramen bowl for 900 jewels. Thank you, John Fresno. Zaffy, I'm making a Thad Castle Jack Reacher edit of you. Jack Reacher edit of me would be goated. Indy never read as Electra. I mean, you could cast her as virtually pretty much anything now, and people like it. I like the Electra they have, but yeah, she could do that. I just think she should be Black Cat, if anyone in the MCU. Would Syndrome be hero in the boys universe? Yes. Would you rather take Compound V or Super Soldier Serum? Super Soldier Serum. Compound V is no assured thing. Super Soldier Serum could fuck with your mind, right? But Compound V, I could have some weird ability where my penis just grows smaller and my nose grows longer. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be my ability with Compound V. At least with the Super Soldier Serum, I kind of know where shit's headed, you know? Worst case, I become the Abomination or Red Skull, which would be really bad. Indy in a white wig is Emma Frost. Just make a Black Cat if you're going to talk about wigs, so, you know? Taking over Hollywood one coke line at a time. Indeed. Would you take Compound V or become a werewolf? What could I do with a werewolf ability? I think that would be kind of a burden, if anything. But werewolf. I don't trust Compound V, you see? I don't want to have some weird ability like Victoria Newman's daughter where I have like predator face. Like, fuck that. Zaffy, you should watch and review All of Us Are Dead. I need to watch that still. I've been waiting to watch it. I don't know where it's on Netflix, isn't it? Zaffy, what's your true form? My true form is Void Zaffy, where I'm just a husk with cocaine all over him, with black eyes or face behind my head. Yeah, bro, Compound V could fuck you over so badly. You know what I'm saying? What if it rejuvenated your hair loss? That would be nice. But I would rather take a super soldier serum and just try to rock a bald look. You know? Imagine getting jacked and bald. Like, there are worse ways to go. Like, well, imagine if I get thick hair, but then I have like nipples that are this. The fuck? Zaffy, I forgot about Alien Earth. I forgot about it too, but apparently season 2 is filming. It was one of the most forgettable shows, to be honest, of 2025. If we're being real honest. Okay, guys, we're at 2 hours. We're gonna do 5 more minutes. Get your last donos and last comments in. All right, get your last questions in. You see, Gosling got casted. Indeed. I like it, but let's just hope it doesn't turn into a comedy. I'm gonna make a video on this tomorrow too. You know what I'm saying? Zaffy, do a review on 91 Cape Fear. Okay. I loved your Alien Earth videos. I did too, man. Those actually did so well views wise too. People were so into that. We need another one. We need another show like that, man. We don't have a show that got that. The Boys is also one of them where consistent viewership, right? So, but the Alien, I had a big Alien audience, right? I think I still do, but the audience has been mixed, you know? Someone dropped $1,000 so he stays one more hour, lol. Yeah, if you did, I would. I would. Even though I'm getting tired. Somebody keeps, what the fuck? What the hell? Somebody's messaging me somebody. I cast testicular combustion on D by Zaffy. Come on, man. Why do you gotta do that to me? Call Micro. You want me to call Micro? Somebody dono, and I'll call Micro. How about that? Somebody's talking to me about going to something. I just don't want to. Hey, my first live. What's up, man? Welcome to the club. You think Clayface will end like a typical love story? They will go back to Batman the animated series style where Robert Pattinson makes a guest appearance. I don't want them to do a typical love story, to be honest. I really hope they don't do that. Thank you, John Fresno, for the donut holes for 40 joules. I appreciate you. Zeph, are you still coming over for pizza and grape soda later? Maybe. A pack of werewolves from the Cursed versus a group of vampires from Priest. Oh, that's a good one because the vampires from those werewolves were weird because they those werewolves weren't even like normal wolves. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of those werewolves, to be honest. The priest ones were basically like xenomorphs. Thank you for the ketchup crisps, John Fresno. I appreciate you. Ryan Gosling needs his personality from Drive. I agree. Or Place Beyond the Pines. Howling or American Werewolf in London? Those are good. I love the Howling. American Werewolf in London is good too. Yeah, it's very good. Gay werewolves. He needs to be harmless. Drive and Blade Runner. Any thoughts there? You know Marvel. You know damn well though Marvel's gonna make him have his Ryan Gosling personality. Thank you for the turtle, the Stay Hydrated turtle for 50 joules. Amber 478X. What about Legend of Zelda movie? I heard they were making one. What's the update on that? I've been hearing that was in the running for 2 years. Zelda, the movie. 100 men versus one Zaffy. If I had Coke, one Zaffy. Zaffy, who wins? Thanos with all 6 stones? The thing is, Doctor Doom is probably going to be beyond the timeline that Thanos has the stones in. Remember in the TVA when they had stones just in a drawer? It could be that Doctor Doom is beyond him. Masonic Boom again. Thank you for the $20 US. Masonic Boom, call that Micro. You want me to call Micro, eh? He might not answer. Let's call him up. Let's call this mofo up. He's probably going to be like, what the fuck is he doing calling me right now? Let's call him. Let's call Micro up. Let's see what he's at.
Oh, what's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Yo, just say hi to the chat real quick.
Yo, what's good, son? I'm in a wedding right now, yo. But don't worry, Swami, I'm not getting married.
He's in a wedding, he said.
Yeah, yo. So we're like 1,000 people right now,
Oh, 1,000 people are there. What the fuck kind of wedding is this? Damn, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro. That's North America for you, bro.
North America, indeed. You owe him, yeah, bro, guys. Anything. They're saying they think you're getting married.
Nah, not yet, guys. We got bare time. We got bare time for that, bro.
All right, they want to see you on the next stream, bro.
Like, okay. Tell them. Hopefully next Sunday, maybe next Sunday.
All right.
Next Sunday, guys. Don't worry. Stay tuned. It's gonna be bare. Do you tell them about your merch and the next film we're doing?
I told them about this thing, merch, and then short films coming out soon. Yeah, but by the way, early August we'll get it done. Okay.
All right, so stay tuned, guys. By August 5th or 10th, it should be good. It should be uploaded. Should be all set.
Okay. I'm not sticking to that. But we'll film it. We'll film it next week. Yeah, not this week, but next week.
Absolutely, let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
All right, bro. I'll let you go.
All right, that's all right. Take care.
This guy, he's not showing up next Sunday. I already know it. That fucking idiot. Who do you think is the most overrated UFC fighter of all time? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Who's the most overrated UFC fighter of all time? I'm going to upset people. So here's what I think, okay? Conor is definitely up there for sure because Conor was so good in his prime, but the problem is his accolades, they haven't aged well. I do think Jon Jones is a little overrated because I have thoughts about Jon Jones. He's one of the best ever. Don't get me wrong, one of the GOATs. I don't like the guy at all, but I will admit he's one of the best fighters I've seen. But he gets a lot on his limbs and size. Khabib is overrated when it comes to GOAT talk. As a fighter, he's like the maybe one of the best I've ever seen because of how dominant. Like Dustin Poirier, the fact that Dustin Poirier performed the way he did against Islam, I don't know how Khabib did what he did to him because that was Dustin Poirier older with a hip replacement. But on the GOAT list, he's overrated as hell. Jon Jones, I think, is overrated in general. Like he lost to Reyes, yes. He beat middleweights that were fucking the size of welterweights now. The welterweights now, he's longer and taller than everyone he fights. Jon Jones, Farmer wins against fat old middleweights. Yeah, indeed. Like Daniel Cormier, Loki was the best competition he faced, and you beat him. But the second time you beat him, you were caught for steroids. You were caught for so much steroids that you still tested positive for those same steroids in drips a year later. I'm sorry. Shama is overrated. The thing about Shama is you have to give Shama some leeway because he came into the sport and just bulldozed everyone in a couple of years. Now he was gifted. I'll be honest, his stylistic, the fights that he was gifted in middleweight were pretty easy. Didn't face that many wrestlers, but they threw him against Jan Blachowicz' first fight at light heavyweight. That's a tough matchup. That brother can grapple and he can strike, and that was a really close fight too. But I think Conor is kind of overrated, and I was a big fan of Conor, so I'm being as objective as I can. Like that, Conor was overrated as fuck. Izzy Adesanya overrated too. Yes, Izzy Adesanya is a little bit overrated. I will say though, his win against Paulo Costa has aged pretty well, low key. Paulo Costa is beating people at light heavyweight. There isn't any wrestlers in middleweight. True. The only guy who bothered to take him down before Marvin Vettori did was Robert Whittaker. And I think Robert Whittaker beat him the second time. I think Robert Whittaker is very underrated. Francis is deceived. Ilya Topuria is not... I don't think he's overrated. It's just that Gaethje was underrated going into the fight. Oh my God, bro. Ilya fumbled that badly. Andrew Tate removed KSI in fighting. Andrew Tate is in jail now. RFK versus Butterbean. Zaffy, I see that you keep dodging the question. Okay, what is your question? Sorry. I swear to you, I'm not trying to do this intentionally. Zaffy, do you think it's time for Wolverine to have a new actor in the rebooted MCU? Yes. No, don't keep Hugh Jackman. Keep him for Secret Wars and end it. No. Don't have Laura come in. Maybe you can have X-24 there, but have a new Wolverine. I think having a new Wolverine is it. Is KSI overrated? I don't rate KSI at all. He's a fucking YouTuber turned boxer and just beat up shit opponents. Like he beat up Logan Paul. Like he beat Logan Paul. He didn't even beat him up. He beat him. Right. It was very. Both of them were very close fights. I don't rate a win over Logan Paul, to be honest. Who's your favorite fighter right now? Peter Yan, Robert Whitaker, Dylan O'Brien as Wolverine. That would be an interesting one. I don't know if I can see it, but that'd be an interesting one. Some scumbag Conor McGregor lookalike got busted for posing as him in a dodgy drug dealers. Daffy McKean is prime as F right now. Okay. You're talking about X-24, okay. I'm hesitant to talk about X-24. I like that, to be honest. Mighty Mouse. I think Mighty Mouse's resume is actually aged pretty well. If you look at some of the contenders he beat, they are doing well now. What's the most annoying UFC fighter? Magomed Ankalaev, Islam Makhachev. Yeah. But both are very good. I don't think GSP is that overrated. I think GSP is low-key fighting a lot of good people. I do think his win over Michael Bisping is overrated as fuck, though. But he came back after 5 years and had like had a fucking stomach issue, right? You gotta give some credit, right? He did well. Zaffy white suit arc incoming? Maybe. That would be a good turn. Josh Hokett is the most annoying motherfucker on the planet. I think that guy's gonna flatline, by the way. Ian Gary has the most annoying personality. He does, but you know what's happening though? Eddie Hearn just signed a brand recognition deal with him to help his brand. Ever since that, Ian Gary's been saying wild shit that's pissing off the MMA fan base. I think it's all planned. I think they know exactly what they're doing because you'll get people to hate watch the fuck out of Ian Gary's next fight. I think Eddie Hearn is a chess master. You should play as Ghost as he's called. Okay. I assume you don't like Ryan Reynolds. No, I'm fine with Ryan Reynolds. I do think a lot of these actors at some point they just become fake and have big egos, you know? If you do a white, please get Moon Knight mask with a lens. Okay. I might do that actually. That's a good idea. Timothy is Iron Man? Fuck no. Andrew Tate is just not winning that. When are we getting consistent gaming stream channel? I don't know if you're gonna get a gaming stream channel. I'm not a big enough gamer to give you that. You wouldn't enjoy it. I would post once in a blue moon there, you know? Man, I thought I won 2,500, but now I researched it on Reddit. It's happening to other streamers as well. Guys, whatever this fucking bullshit is that you're talking about, on Neon Stream or whatever, I don't know if you're the same guy. Do not click on anything gambling related that asks you for your money, please. We need $100 and then we'll give you 1,000, 2,000. What the fuck kind of bullshit is this? Punisher actor is Batman. I don't think John Bernthal is the right casting for that. He looks mean like Frank Castle should be. I've seen people fan cast Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. I know. I never understood that. Like I get like he has kind of no, I still don't get it. Bro would have fall for Nigerian Prince scam back in the day. Yeah, guys, just don't fall for this neon bullshit. Tom Hardy as Wolverine would be fucking ideal. He's a bit older now. I think they want a younger guy. If you give money online, you deserve to be scammed. UFC 330, who's your pick? I actually think Ian Gary has a good chance. Not gonna lie, Nicolas Cage was already Batman. You mean Superman? Have you have the potential for gaming, bro? I know. The dude from the Bear for Wolverine. Oh, maybe. That'd be an interesting one. No, Zac Efron. You can't cast a pretty boy's Wolverine anymore, guys. I'm sorry. You need someone who's a bit dirty, ugly, filthy. You know? Short. Animalistic. I think Tom Hardy would be perfect, but he's too old now. They're going to cast a young dude. Review Squid Game and Andor, indeed. I can give you a general review right now. Andor season 1 was great. I still have to watch season 2. Season 1 is like peak Star Wars. Squid Game, season 1 great. Season 2 really, really good. I think I like it better. Season 3 shit. Taron Egerton as Wolverine. He's balding now though. I don't know if I think that might be a problem for them. Would you like to see Tom Hardy cast as Batman? No. No. I'd rather see Jensen Ackles. Taron Wheaton as Wolverine or even Daniel Radcliffe. Wig, yeah, maybe. I just think like maybe. Weekend game machines would be fun. Which games are on your media list? So the games I have on my media list are I had pulled up a document. Where is it? So Outlast, Prey. Someone was recommending Red Dead Redemption for a while, so that too. Those are like the 3 right now. Does your mask represent your insecurities? The mask was more so a creative choice that turned into a persona. Charlie Hunnam as Wolverine. I love Charlie Hunnam, but I think I'd rather him as Oliver Queen for DC. Shit, we're going on too long. Okay, guys. I'm going. The new Rocky biopic. I don't know what to say about the Rocky biopic, but I will say the guy fucking looks like Sylvester Stallone. Trump casted as Kingpin. That makes sense. Dead Space. Yeah, Dead Space is definitely going to happen. Definitely. And then Alien Isolation too. All right, guys. We're going to call it. All right. Have a good night. See you guys. Love you guys. Bye.